And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Red 18!
This season, you can share a Coke with your team on it. So I'm going to tell you how with a little help from this quarterback.
Sally, 44!
You can share a Coke when your team's up.
Red Poncho!
You can share a Coke when your team's down.
Happy Jolly!
You can share a Coke with a coach, a mascot, or an MVP.
Chili, chili, chili!
You can even share a Coke with your rival on game day.
Turbo!
Or you can share a Coke when you're giving out your famous guacamole recipe in a completely packed stadium.
Cilantro, chopped onion, squeeze a lime, Roma tomato, hike!
Share a Coke with a fan this season.
Ice cold, delicious!
Share a Coke is back for the fall football season. We all know what comes with being a fan. The ups, the downs, and everything in between. Whether you've just won a big game and want to celebrate with fellow fans, or want to share a Coke with your best friend whose team just lost against their arch rival, Coca-Cola has something for you. Share a Coke with a teammate, rival, or best friend this season.
Loving Auto Group is more than a great place to buy and service your vehicle. We're your neighbor, friend, and fully committed to helping the communities we serve.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. Two East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett, Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett, Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germania Insurance. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches in all of East Texas. Let the experts with over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett, Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin.
These are Whataburger stickers. Proof that everything you dream up for your 100% fresh beef Whataburger is right under the bun. So go wild, burger lover. Avocado, jalapenos, and no onions. Wait, avocado grilled jalapenos. Oh, and bacon and creamy pepper sauce. However you dream it, we'll make it. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Used car buyers love shopping at the Loving Auto Group. Shop all the brands you love from a name you trust. Cars, trucks, SUVs, all makes and models.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
Don't wait till it's too late. Strata Roofing and Construction can inspect and assess your roof. They will offer you the best options in repair or replace your property's roof. Expert roofers specializing in composite, metal, tile, TOP, and PVC. Homeowners trust Strata. Residential and commercial, new construction or replacement. Located in Lufkin and serving all of East Texas. Efficient, affordable, Strata Roofing. 936-414-8172.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
It's Toyota truck time at Loving Toyota in Lufkin. Inventory is rising and prices are falling. Loving Toyota has a Toyota truck for every buyer and budget.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Toyota.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology backed by personal customer service and #sealed with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experienced banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
Stay in the game with the Lufkin Game Time app. From live broadcast and game alerts to exclusive highlights, schedules, and the latest Panther news. Download Lufkin Game Time on the App Store and Google Play. Lufkin Game Time, the home to Lufkin Panther and Lady Panther sports. Panther fans, craving a Game Time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time.
For the first day of school, for the last day of work, for the satisfaction of a job well done, for the ideas that change the world, for good times, for not so good times, for her future and hers and his, for serving our customers and connecting communities. We're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Red 18.
This season, you can share a Coke with your team on it. So I'm going to tell you how with a little help from this quarterback.
Sally 44.
You can share a Coke when your team's up.
Red Poncho.
You can share a Coke when your team's down.
Happy Jolly.
You can share a Coke with a coach, a mascot, or an MVP.
Chili, chili, chili.
You can even share a Coke with your rival on game day.
Turbo.
Or you can share a Coke when you're giving out your famous guacamole recipe in a completely packed stadium.
Cilantro, chopped onion, squeeze a lime, Roma tomato, hike.
Share a Coke with a fan this season.
Ice cold, delicious.
Share a Coke is back for the fall football season. We all know what comes with being a fan. The ups, the downs, and everything in between. Whether you've just won a big game and want to celebrate with fellow fans, or want to share a Coke with your best friend whose team just lost against their arch rival, Coca-Cola has something for you. Share a Coke with a teammate, rival, or best friend this season.
Loving Auto Group is more than a great place to buy and service your vehicle. We're your neighbor, friend, and fully committed to helping the communities we serve.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. Two East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germania Insurance. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches in all of East Texas. Let the experts with over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin.
These are Whataburger stickers. Proof that everything you dream up for your 100% fresh beef Whataburger is right under the bun. So go wild, burger lover. Avocado, jalapenos, and no onions. Wait, avocado grilled jalapenos. Oh, and bacon and creamy pepper sauce. However you dream it, we'll make it. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Used car buyers love shopping at the Loving Auto Group. Shop all the brands you love from a name you trust. Cars, trucks, SUVs, all makes and models.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
Don't wait till it's too late. Strata Roofing and Construction can inspect and assess your roof. They will offer you the best options in repair or replace your property's roof. Expert roofers specializing in composite, metal, tile, TOP, and PVC. Homeowners trust Strata. Residential and commercial, new construction or replacement. Located in Lufkin and serving all of East Texas. Efficient, affordable, Strata Roofing, 936-414-8172.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alicia Horn. Miss Aubrey Johnson. Aubrey is the daughter of Stephen and Vanessa Johnson. Tonight she's escorted by her father, Stephen Johnson. Aubrey plays volleyball, soccer, and enjoys dancing.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome into another edition of Lufkin Panther Football Live here from Abe Martin Stadium. Gary Ives Jr., Chris Simmons, Jeff Todd down on the sideline. Welcome into our Cafe Del Rio pregame show as it is HOCO 2023. And Jeff Todd, let's go down to you first. You are down, or I know you're down there. Are you up and ready to roll, partner? He's probably eating a cheeseburger.
About to say, it's concession stand time right now. The line's still not too bad. You can get some good food in. I don't know if he's quite ready for it.
Well, the homecoming court will be making their way out here. It's obviously homecoming tonight for the Panthers and all of our alumni base, but that is the sideshow tonight. The winner of tonight's ball game is going to have a big leg up, or have a say. If they win, they're going to have a say in a district championship.
Yep.
We need to have a win tonight to have any host hosting a home playoff game in about 2 months. So all of that is hinging on tonight's ball game.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line here because you can start playing the what-if game, and that thing can go a bunch of different directions. But tonight on the field for both teams, you've got the top two rushers in the entire district. Actually, when it comes to touchdowns, Javian Osborne with 415 yards, 10 touchdowns this season. Arkedron Young has 569 yards and 8 touchdowns. So the top two rushers are here, and Forney has 2 out of the top 6 rushers in the entire district.
Well, he played as a freshman last year, and he was spectacular. They had a senior last year that he went on to play D1 as well, or was scheduled to go. But where he ended up, I'm not privy to know. But I know this kid, Osborne, came in as a freshman last year and really made some huge plays, and he is already a top 20 athlete, not running back, athlete in the state of Texas as a sophomore in that class of 2025.
That's why every college in the state has basically offered them already. He's got offers from Texas Tech, SMU. He's got all over the board. And this guy, when you see him play, you'll see why real quick.
And he's not really the ones that we're going to notice the most tonight. I can tell you, Adolfo, I believe, but we pronounced it last year a lot.
Yeah.
And he was part of that big 26-point second quarter that took us from up 7 to down 26-7 at the half. We led a lot of individual mess-ups on our own account, but either way, that led to them getting that win and kind of set the wheels in motion for us losing that game and then going on to dropping a heartbreaker at McKinney North and eventually missing the state playoffs.
Well, he's leading the district as well. I love looking through the district numbers that when we get to district season and we send out the reports and everything. But, he's number one in receiving. And Forney has 2 of the top 4 receivers. He's got Adolfo at 15 receptions, 243 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And then Oren G, another guy for him, with 4 touchdowns of his own. So they like to pass it. They like to throw it. They like to score, and they put up a lot of points that prove that.
Yep, they're averaging a little over 60 a ball game, but let's focus on us. And we look at us loss is going to be a little depleted tonight, especially on that defensive sideline or defensive side of the football. Coach Sodi and Coach Van Horn are going to be short, and they're going to be short our best defender by most account, and that is Big Zion Williams. Is not going to play tonight. He bummed that knee up last week. It's not nearly as bad as it eventually looked to be. He's not going to need surgery. There was thoughts he could play tonight, but with the bye coming up next week, the coaching staff and our medical training staff elected to hold him out for tonight's ball game, then take the next week's game off, or obviously we're off next week,
right?
And essentially having 3 weeks to prepare. And hopefully he's back to full strength in 2 weeks from tonight.
100%. He's a guy. He's a force. I mean, when you stand up by him down on the track, he's a big man. He's a force. He's going to be coaching though on the sideline tonight. He said, "I've got the guys. I'm going to be talking to him. I'm watching the whole game tonight down there. I'm going to be active, involved. I'm putting my coaching hat on, trying to give as many pointers as I can to Eli, McClendon, Conrad, all of them. So he's definitely going to be in the game and engaged, just not physically on the field, which is where we would obviously like him to be."
And his big man behind him, Kenneth Davis, their outside linebacker, the other one outside of Menifee, is not going to be playing tonight. He kind of pulled his hamstring. Didn't play a lot last week. Tried to give it a go, but was unable to. So as we get into those defensive starters, brought to you by Higginbotham Insurance on the defensive side, we're going to be missing a couple, and that is two. So filling in will be Nicholson behind Davis. Your front four will look, our front three, Conrad, Alexander, and McClendon will be the three that are getting the start, but we'll be calling, obviously, Baker and Carl's name all night long. Menifee will be that outside linebacker, rover type of guy. Our inside linebackers, Hooper and Laura. Nicholson will start on the outside, and your deep four, Simmons and Young. Waters will play a bunch. And, of course, Campbell, if you ask me, probably our defensive MVP through 4 ball games, has been phenomenal. He and Mosley and Hatton will be rotating in over there as well, but they'll be our back four tonight. For your Panthers on the starting defensive side for our Lufkin Panthers, brought to you by Higginbotham Insurance. Well, Jeff, have you up and rolling yet? I don't even see Jeff.
I'm telling you, that concession stand, man. He's going to get a burger. The grill always smells so good down there. I don't know if he's still there or not.
Well, we'll run through the offensive starters real quickly. Once again, brought to you by Higginbotham Insurance. Stop by and see the Davis boys today. For all of your insurance needs, get that auto and home insurance, roll it up together, save yourself some money. That is Higginbotham Insurance, the Davis boys right there. Jamie, Lloyd, Scott, Mike, all the fine folks right there at Higginbotham Insurance. The front five will be the same. Foreman, Nichols, Chavez, Rose, and Torres up front for the Panthers. Preston and Murphy will be out wide. We'll be calling Kevo Taylor's name a bunch. He leads the team in touchdown passes. And, of course, Kedron Young, after a subdued night last week, only 62 yards technically on the night last night, 22 carries. Now still averaging over 6 yards per pop. 592 on the season. Needs a little over 460 yards to become the all-time leading rusher in Lufkin Panther history. He'll lead the team out. Again, 91 for 692 and 8 touchdowns for the season for the senior. And, of course, senior quarterback T.J. Hammonds will come out. Not a night he wants to remember last week. 8 of 16 for only 95 yards and 2 interceptions. His first 2 interceptions of the season. And hopefully we can rebound on that tonight. He's still thrown 670 yards on the year, 6 touchdowns, and, again, those 2 interceptions. That is your starting lineup tonight. Once again, brought to you by Higginbotham Insurance, the Davis boys right there for all of your insurance needs. That is Higginbotham Insurance. We'll take a quick break. We'll have the Lufkin Panther 2023 Homecoming Queen announcement coming up next right here on Lufkin Game Time.
Loving Auto Group is more than a great place to buy and service your vehicle. We're your neighbor, friend, and fully committed to helping the communities we serve.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes. Well, welcome back to our Cafe Del Rio pregame show here live from Abe Martin Stadium, where we are still bringing out our entire homecoming corps. We'll get our homecoming queen announcement here coming up for you in a moment. We can get Jeff Todd out there somewhere and tell you how that goes. Once again, District 7 5A kickoff last night. And, of course, that was McKinney North going on the road to John Tyler, giving John Tyler their first district loss. Another close game, 31-26. But now McKinney North's Bulldogs are 2-0 on the season. And both of those games have been against teams that were picked to make the postseason. So go ahead and pin them in for a team that's wanting to get a playoff spot. They did a year ago, had to make the trip all the way down to Port Arthur, and it was an even longer trip back.
Well, McKinney North is one of these squads now that through 4 games is the number 2 rated offense in the entire district. I mean, their numbers, Forney's at the top with 33 touchdowns scored, 1,866 yards. McKinney North right behind them, though, 17 touchdowns on the year, 1,638 on total yardage. They are they've proven that this year they're not they're coming to play. They're no cakewalk. They never were a cakewalk, but man, they are. They're going to be a tough squad. We'll get to host them here in a couple of weeks.
Yep, that will be coming up, I believe, about 3 weeks from tonight. Lufkin will be on the bye week next week, and then we'll travel up to West Mesquite the following Friday, and then that next Friday will be the 2 games that are going to be vitally important, as is tonight. McKinney North on the 13th of October, followed by a trip up to Trinity Mother Francis to take on the Lions of John Tyler on the 20th of that week. So that's a big day for you SFA fans. I think that's 10-20 is homecoming for SFA, if memory serves me correctly. Somebody's excited.
A little bit. I think that was your girl getting all the cheers.
That was my girl and our head basketball coach, Mason McManus, and her dad, JT. As once again, we'll be having all these homecoming festivities, a lot of reunions going on tonight.
Well, look at all the people here, though, Gary. I mean, it's homecoming. You expect them to show up, and boy, showed up and showed out here. 15 till kickoff still.
Yes, they did. So, with that being said, just a huge game tonight. And, again, shorthanded defensively. We are not going to win a 21-17 ball game. I can go ahead and tell you that. And you see these scores, and everyone talks about Forney's offense. And last year it was phenomenal. But their defense, they've got 2 defenders that are second to none at their positions. We thought we saw some Bulls last week with Longview. These guys have got 2 that are at the top of the heap, and we'll be calling their names all night long. Flowers of safety is going to Oregon, but the guy that's getting all the attention is the middle linebacker, and that is Riggins, number 2. Transferred in this year, his first year as a Jackrabbit, but this kid is kind of like our kid, Zion Williamson. He has an offer. Well, he's a junior, but when it's time to sign on the line, he can sign on whatever line he wants to.
It's a good spot to be in. They fly all over the place. And Gary, we were talking, I mean, these 2 guys, they're the dudes, but when you watch film as well, you look at number 0, and I'm going to let you take the lead on how you want to say his last name. Anusayim? Is it? I don't know. Anusim? I don't know. The kid is just an all-around athlete that he can fly over the field, and we're going to have to keep our eyes up everywhere because the defense, they don't do anything crazy. They just do everything really, really well. They're really disciplined. That's why they're coming in today. The last 3 games have not allowed a touchdown or a point from any game. They allowed 10 points the first game of the year and nothing since. So they do a lot of things right throughout the entire game.
Well, they put Riggins, and they let him do pretty much whatever he wants. And that is, you would think someone could find some he's going to take a lot of film watching, besides find some tendencies of when he's coming and when he's not, because he's going to blitz 10 to 15 times a ball game. And if you don't put a hand on him, and we saw it last week, I mean, Hammond's got knocked down a couple times for the ball was getting there, and that could happen just again this week.
For sure. 100% right. They're all over the field on it. Looks like we're getting close to having a homecoming queen.
And who is it? Adrian Young obviously is our homecoming king.
Who would have thought he would have won it?
And I did not hear who the homecoming queen was. But if you can see her, you can see her.
That's it.
We will take a quick break, and the kiddos will be back on the field. We'll have them hitting the field here in just a matter of moments. We're 10 minutes away from your Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff. Here we go. It is a Cafe Del Rio pregame show live here from Abe Martin Stadium. Back right after this.
It's Toyota truck time at Loving Toyota in Lufkin. Inventory is rising and prices are falling. Loving Toyota has a Toyota truck for every buyer and budget.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Toyota.
It's Toyota truck time at Loving Toyota in Lufkin. Inventory is rising and prices are falling. Loving Toyota has a Toyota truck for every buyer and budget.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Toyota.
That everything you dream up for your 100% fresh beef Whataburger is right under the bun. So go wild, burger lover. Avocado, jalapenos, and no onions. Wait, avocado grilled jalapenos. Oh, and bacon and creamy pepper sauce.
Don't wait till it's too late. Strata Roofing and Construction can inspect and assess your roof. They will offer you the best options in repair or replace your property's roof. Expert roofers specializing in composite, metal, tile, TOP, and PVC. Homeowners trust Strata. Residential and commercial, new construction or replacement. Located in Lufkin and serving all of East Texas. Efficient, affordable, Strata Roofing, 936-414-8172. And welcome back here to our Cafe Del Rio pregame show live from Abe Martin Stadium, where the Panthers are getting set to take on these Forney Jackrabbits. And again, there's a lot of polls out there, but the highest one, which was a Harris poll, had Forney up to number 4. Most of them had them between the 9 and the 12 mark. But either way, they're a very good football team. And somebody's going to send out a statement tonight. McKinney North sent out one last night. Lancaster and Longview are getting at it. I'd be shocked if Longview doesn't win this game. This is the game of the district tonight, and it's really it's going to be one of those we look back at after the final or the first Friday in November and look back at this ball game, and it's going to tell the tale, in my opinion, in 7-5-8.
Well, here's the deal. With this district, it does you no favors because the competition is so steep just about every week in, week out. It's loaded. It's loaded from top to bottom. You've got 5. You've got maybe 6 teams that are in there trying to compete for a playoff spot because we've seen this year Tyler is having a really good start despite having a loss last night to McKinney North by 5 points. I mean, it's a loaded district. It means every game is that much important. That's also one of the things that makes football so special at all levels is because every win seems to be so important. Every loss seems to matter. When we look back at it in November, yeah, you are going to look back at this game and see how did we do on our home field? How do we take care of it? Because we've only got 2 more games left here at the Abe. So I mean, it's a matter of you better take care of business tonight. And if we do take care of business, it'll be absolutely huge. It'll be monumental for us because this is about as tough as you're going to get here on your home field.
Yep, you're right about this. This is I know you come in at 3-1. You don't want to say the season's on the line, but in reality is, and this is what if you love football and you love the Panthers, you got to do everything you can do to play tonight. Because if you want to make a long run in the state postseason, you got to win tonight. The rest of this is just show and meat and potatoes. This is where it hits the fan right here tonight. You lose this ball game, then it is uphill battle. Not only you're not going to host a playoff game, but it is an uphill battle to get into the postseason.
100%.
And then you're going to go on the road to play a top 10 team on the first game. So this is the game. Now, everything that we've got has got to be put into this ball game. I know they know how important it was. I was out here on Wednesday, and you could see it.
Yep.
But they have got to bring it tonight. Let's go down to the field for the Lufkin Panther School song. And that, of course, is our Lufkin Panther school song. What is that noise? Do you hear that?
I do hear it. Sounds like I'm getting a bunch of emails at one time.
I don't even have email.
I was literally about to make the joke. Do you know what an email is?
No, I don't even have it. If somebody needs me, they can text me, call me, or send me a Morse code or something.
Morse code, okay.
Smoke signal.
Smoke signal. Carrier pigeon, do you still accept that or no?
I will. Doors always open in the back.
That's good.
Our Panthers are under the tunnel, and they are just about set to bust through. Tonight's big 7-5-8 tilt is getting close, and here comes your Lufkin Panthers. Well, get ready, Panther fans. We are just about set for your Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff. The kids are down in the field. We'll have our security and guarantee coin toss. It's coming up next. Final break of our Cafe Del Rio pregame show. Don't go anywhere. We're back to a packed Abe Martin Stadium right after this.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology, backed by personal customer service and #Sealed with a Smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experience banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
And, of course, our national anthem here as we get you set for some Panther football in a big 7-5-8 tilt. Our Panthers and these Jackrabbits of Forney in a must-win 7-5-8 football game if you have any intention of hosting a playoff game this year.
This is it. It's the big one. It's about as big of a game as you can imagine here for a homecoming. We didn't schedule any kind of cupcake for homecoming. No, we're going to make this. It's going to be a tough game all the way out. I'm excited about a lot of things. Got the coin toss about to happen here, but man, a lot to be excited about here in this one.
Your captains tonight for the Panthers, that will be number 9 leading the way. That's Brian Rogers. Number 42, of course, that is our man Maurice Curl. And number 71, that is your starting left guard. Our left guard, Nichols. And let's go down to the field with our man, Jeff Todd.
Good to be here with y'all tonight. We want y'all to be the leaders on the everybody gets out of line, y'all get them back in line for us. Let us solve it. You know what happened. All right, we did the coin toss already. You guys won. Y'all elected her. Y'all going to kick from the block.
Forney has won the toss tonight in our security and guarantee coin toss. They have elected to defer, so Lufkin will be receiving to start the game. This concludes our Cafe Del Rio pregame show. When we come back, we'll have Lufkin Panther football and the Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff on Lufkin Game Time.
For the first day of school, for the last day of work, for the satisfaction of a job well done, for the ideas that change the world, for good times, for not so good times, for her future and hers and his, for serving our customers and connecting communities. We're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
And welcome back. We're just about set for your Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff. Panthers will get the ball in what will be one of the most important drives of the season, in my opinion, for the Pack. Going back deep for Lufkin in this Coca-Cola kickoff will be number 4. We know who that is. My man, Mr. Murphy, and he will be getting this bad boy, and hopefully he can do something that won't be called back for a touchdown.
5 touchdowns been called back, 480 yards worth of stuff for him. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This dude has been making plays. Tonight will be the night we get to turn around, though, and if he gets one on the board, it's going to stay.
Here we go. Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff live from Abe Martin Stadium is underway, baby. High end over ender is going to draw Murphy all the way back to the 3. Runs it going back to the goal line. Decides to run it out. He's out to the 20-yard line, down the sideline. He's at the 30. High-stepping and thrown out of bounds at the 43-yard line. No flags, and the Panthers will start in fantastic field position. Murphy sets it up with a 43-yard scamper.
Boy, way to start things off here for homecoming. Way to take something that looked like it could be a disaster 40 yards out. And now we're in good field position to start this game off.
Hammonds will lead his kids out. Last week was one we don't want to remember. He's 45 of 79 on the season. 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Both came last week. Kedron Young is in the backfield, and we need him to get back, get that bus rolling back downhill. Last week he was held to 22 carries and 66 yards. By far his lowest output of the season. Forney did a great job on him last year, holding him under 100 yards as well. So they will be keying in on our big man. Let's see. It's an offset eye as Hammonds will be in the gun. Almost a pistol formation to start the ball game off. 2 receivers to the left here for Hammonds. First play will go to Kedron dancing around, and he is brought down immediately as he gets to the line of scrimmage. And one of those big defensive ends coming in down the line. That is Aberson, number 25, making the tackle.
First time for the Panthers all season that we've had the same starting offensive line here, the same unit. All 5 guys started last week. All 5 guys starting here tonight. They're going to have to create space and make a way for Kedron to get things going early. The run game complements the pass game. The pass game complements the run game. Let's go.
Also one on first down, second down and 11. Hammonds wants to throw deep in the gun. Looks right now, back to the left. He's going to run. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to be brought down around the original line of scrimmage. We're going to give him a yard gain. That's going to be a late flag. It's going to be a targeting hit to the helmet. I would suspect. We shall see what the call is. But again, a Whataburger penalty flag comes down, and we may get our first Strata Roofing first down of the ball game after this penalty. We're working on our hearing for Jeff on the sideline, and hopefully we can get that going here in a moment. But let's get the Whataburger penalty flag. First things first. It was a 1-yard gain play. The penalty was a personal foul against the Jackrabbits. That linebacker came up and pretty much laid the lumber. I don't think it was late, but it was a targeting hit to the head. And I believe it was the free safety, number 1, Flowers.
On that hit, TJ's going to get looked at on the side. So early start here for Javion Johnson to get into the game on coming up on the 3rd snap. The sophomore going to, here it is, buddy. The lights are really bright, and it's your time here, sophomore.
Johnson into the ball game, didn't play any last. Well, towards the end of the ball game. Johnson, the sophomore, into the ball game, and it'll be a throwing play on first down. Ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage, trying to get it out to the flat to Murphy, but it was tipped, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. As you're right, Hammonds on that late targeting hit by the free safety Flowers is over getting tested for a concussion. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the call here. He looks fine, but I'm up here.
Tristan Bennett, the defensive lineman there for the Jackrabbits, able to get his hands up and making that throw as Johnson was looking to his left, trying to find Murph in the slot.
2nd down and 10 for the Panthers after that Strata Roofing first down. We'll be lucky if it's going to be a flag on Lufkin. And again, that's what they didn't whistle dead last week in Longview. leaning forward was going to be Young. He's going to be calling for a legal shift, 5 yards, Whataburger penalty flag. And it'll be 1st and 15 with Javion Johnson, the sophomore, in running the helm now on 2nd and 15.
Coach Green kind of sending a statement there, too, with Johnson there. His first snap is, hey, I'm putting you in the game. Everybody expects it to be a run. Now let's throw it out. Now I got tipped, but the confidence remains high. He loves his quarterback room. He feels good about him. You know, it's ride or die with these two guys, and Coach Green feels good about it in this one coming into tonight.
Well, it was a very high percentage pass that we didn't complete, so let's not get the confidence train rolling straight just yet. 2nd and 15 now for Young. It's going to be a quarterback sprint out to the left. Looking, pulls it down, wanted to throw, and he is going to be waylaid. Probably going to get called for a grounding, intentional grounding. If there's any kind of flag, there it comes. A Whataburger penalty flag is going to be intentional grounding on the sophomore. That's going to be a loss of down. It is going to be 3rd down and a mile. He flushed from the pocket out to the left, and he didn't throw it back to the line of scrimmage. There is no doubt, in my mind, that's intentional grounding.
You're right on the call. That is what it will be here. What gets lost on that play is that Kedron Young just blew up a defensive lineman for Forney, trying to make some space for Johnson on it. I mean, it was pretty incredible.
So it's going to be 3rd down, and they didn't even – oh, wait, they declined. You don't have to decline. Everybody's off on this. It's a loss of down in yardage. It's not – we'll take it. It's only 3rd down and 20. It should have been 35. 3rd down and straight handoff inside to Kedron, bouncing it out to the outside. Now back in, and he's going to be tackled at midfield. Gain of about 3, and the Panthers outside of that Whataburger penalty flag penalty gave us a strata roofing 1st down. We did nothing.
Not a lot working there. I mean, but that's what you just saw defensively there from the Jackrabbits is what they've done all season long. Everything, I mean, nothing flashy, just disciplined and make things very difficult for offenses.
So Hansard will come on for a punt. It'll be his 16th punt of the year. He's averaging 33 per. Goes back and gets the snap, rolls to the right. Gets this one pretty good. It's going to hit at about the 25-yard line. Take a huge stop it. 10 yards of backspin on it, all the way back to the 35-yard line, and Forney will have decent field position here in this Pilgrims first quarter. Nobody backs the pack like Pilgrims. Stop in and see them today. They are hiring. Pilgrims Pride bringing you first quarter action here, and you can see that 0-0 score on the Austin Bank scoreboard there at the bottom of your screen. But the Jackrabbits have got the ball, and they are averaging a lot of points. Crawford will bring his guys out. Look for number 10. You'll remember him from last year. He ate us alive. Ediful. I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but he's good. And the running back is even better. Osborne is in, offset to the right. Crawford wants to throw, looking to go to the right side. Wide receiver screen. Great defensive pressure there by Lufkin. We're going to hit him. Menifee and company roll him up pretty quick. It's going to be a 3-yard game, and it looked like we were going to have him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he ended up getting a gain out of it, but, man, he got hit 3 different times on it. Crawford, the quarterback for the Jackrabbits, leading the district in touchdowns thrown this season with 11 of them. Kind of expect that with them being the highest offense, but they can run it, they can throw it. They're solid all the way around.
Jahil with the reception. They actually got 5 yards on that. 2nd down and 5. Bunch trip set to the right side. Going to go to the line. Osborne with his first carry. Bounces out right. The sophomore's got it. And Menifee can't save it. It's a touchdown, but he does. Menifee hauls him down at the 38-yard line, but boy, oh boy, Osborne has got the juice.
Just so fast. So he's not huge as a running back at all. He's not, super imposing, but, man, he is so fast out of the backfield. He's done that to multiple teams.
1st down and 10. They are getting after us on the defensive line. Remember, Zion Williamson not in the ballgame tonight with that knee injury. He'll be back in 2 weeks. And to the I formation. Osborne again, right side. Big hit over there by the Panthers. The first man through. That was going to be Caden Hooper laying the lumber. S&W collision. Get out of here. 2nd down and 10.
Big hoop in there making tackle. Hooper 6th in the district in tackles this season. He flies all over the field. He's always ready.
2nd down and 10 now for the Jackrabbits. They're in the all whites with the black and yellow trim. Lufkin in the white pants, purple tops with the white numerals. They are on our 40-yard line. Initial drive here for the Jackrabbits, averaging 60 points plus per ball game. Actually at the 39-yard line, 2nd down and 10. And it is a handoff inside to Osborne, and he has got a big gaping hole right off the left tackle, and he is going to pick up 14 yards and another 1st down.
Nicholson was blitzing from that side, and he was going to go straight for the quarterback. No, but Osborne decided to rip right through him. Man, he's just so fast.
Well, we have got to come up and lay a lick on somebody, get some momentum going. They are taking it at his 1st down and 10, just outside the red zone at the 25-yard line. Crawford in the gun, pistol formation. Crawford back to the ground. Osborne with some blockers going right. Menifee had him. He got out of the tackle of Menifee, broke down to the 20-yard line. He's going to gain 19, give him 6 yards on the carry. When Menifee had him at the line, he powered out of that tackle and fell forward for 6 yards. Boy, he hits that ball. When he gets that ball, he's not looking for a hole. He's running to make a hole.
100%. And they're going to make us prove that, hey, we can stop this kid because right now he's running, free will right now.
2nd down and 4 inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Jackrabbits trying to threaten and score first. Crawford takes the snap. He will fake the handoff, go wide on the slant play. It's caught. Looks like it is going to be Jahil on the outside once again with the slant route. Brings it down to the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and goal to go, and we don't know what's coming.
Nope, not a whole lot.
Actually, that was Oren G.
Oren G, yeah. G, a popular target behind Adofel for the Jackrabbits.
1st and goal at the 5. Handoff inside to Osborne. Dances right, and he is pretty much not touched until he gets 3 yards deep in the end zone, and it was a easy touchdown here for the Jackrabbits. I don't even think they had a 3rd down.
Never did. And if you're Forney, that's exactly how you drew this one up here. Coming into a homecoming night, a lot of fans on the other side of the field, and you see them, you come out, you punch us in the face first. So now it's time for us to, we got to play from behind and get something working in a positive direction because nothing looked good, offense or defense, on those 2 drives.
The Abel's Pharmacy extra point is up, and it is right down the wicket. 7-0 is your score. Just underway here, midway through our Pilgrim's Pride 1st quarter. Forney 7, Lufkin 0 here on Lufkin Game Time.
For the first day of school, for the last day of work, for the satisfaction of a job well done, for the ideas that change the world, for good times, for not so good times, for her future and hers and his. For serving our customers and connecting communities, we're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
Well, welcome back to Lufkin Panther football. That Wright Buick GMC drive, 7 plays, 65 yards, 2:37 off the clock. 5-yard touchdown run by Osborne. Abel's Pharmacy extra point is good, and they lead at 7-0. That is your Wright Buick GMC scoring drive update. Stop by and get that brand new ride. See Tyler and the guys today. That is Wright Buick GMC.
Boy, already. It's just crazy. I mean, we got to get something going here on this. This is so important. You said earlier we're playing for the home playoff spot. You are, and we are. This is a season, in the making of within this 1st quarter for sure, because you got to stay in it. You got to come and punch back.
Well, the targeting personal foul on the 1st drive has our quarterback on the sideline. The sophomore will be going back in. The 2nd Coca-Cola kickoff will be driving Mumphrey back in. Oh, dear. He could have nailed it, but he didn't, and we are in loads of trouble. No, he broke out, but he ran into his own man. Somehow he got to the 11-yard line. I don't think he knew the play, the ruling, but he could have nailed it if he wanted to.
Yeah, he would want that one back. That's one of the first times we've seen Murphy. I mean, we saw earlier that catch on the 3-yard line that he turned into a miracle to make it to the 40.
He caught it on the 1, but his momentum carried him into the end zone, and he could have taken a knee there, but he was worried that he couldn't.
Yep.
So then he danced around, then decided he could, and he broke the first wave. If he wouldn't have ran into his own man, I think he would have made a big one. But either way, we got the ball at our own 11. Javion Johnson, the sophomore, pretty much making the start after the 2nd play of the game. Hammonds got hit, and he is out of the game, and I don't know if he's coming back. He's okay, but concussion-wise, you don't know how that goes. It was a targeting. He got a penalty, our biggest play of the ball game. Back to the ground, Kedron Young takes it, and as soon as he gets the ball, he's got 2 defenders on him. If we're not going to block better than that, it is going to be a long night on the offensive side of the football.
I guess he got right back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, he didn't get a loss on it, but right back at the line. We're going to have to create it here. We'll see what
Riggins with another big hit right there. He has got offers from every school in the nation. He is the linebacker number 2, set up on about the 15-yard line. In motion, Murphy, right to left. We're going to get the end off right side. It's going to go to Keedron Young. He's going to break a tackle and have a Strata Roofing. That's my man for all of your roofing needs. You know where to go. Give my man, Mr. Greenway, the call today. That's 936-219-4369. Give my man a call today. Strata Roofing, first down for the Panthers.
Play was set up because all year long we've seen our running backs go out into the flat there, and we got to do a check down and let them create something. Well, in this one, I think we pulled one over on the defense because they thought the check down was coming, said hand off to Keedron, and able to get a first down here, first one of the game.
Out to the 25-yard line, same personnel here, and this time it's a quarterback keeper, and boy, Javion Johnson keeps it, and he's going to wish he had, and he got S&W collisioned at the 26-yard line. He gains 1. It's a mercy yard.
Boy.
I like the mercy pick I got this afternoon. Don't need to get into that.
We'll talk about it later, I'm sure. We'll have to bring it up closer to halftime.
Second down and 9. Panthers at their own 26, trailing at 7-0 here in our Pilgrim's Pride first quarter. In motion again, that's going to be Keedron out to the right. Murphy out to the right. Handed off to Keedron going left side. He's got past the 30. Running motion out to the right, and the same play that we ran earlier where Keedron picked up the 15 yards. We ran that same play to the other side, and as Nichols, our left tackle, is coming out waving his hand, his shoe came off. So
here comes Lincoln Shirley in to replace for the shoe that needs to be replaced.
So Shirley is in at left guard on a pivotal 3rd down and 4.
Third and what? 3rd and 3 here?
Either way.
We'll take it. We'll take the short yardage situation here for Javion.
Ball on the left hash. We're headed toward the pack. One back in the backfield once again. They're off sides, and that was Riggins coming in trying to get a jump over there. And, boy, it gets called off sides, gives us a Strata Roofing first. What? We jumped?
Oh, snap.
Riggins was coming on a blitz.
He's going to do that so much tonight, too.
And it had the attention, it appears, over there of Foreman. Now, I thought he was offsides, but apparently Foreman jumped first. So now it's 3rd down and right at 8. Ball on the left hash. Javion Johnson, the sophomore, in the middle. 20 personnel. He's flanked by the running back. Murphy now goes in motion left to right. We're going to throw it quick out to the right side to Murphy. Murphy makes the catch and then falls down.
Just completely lost his footing.
I don't think he was going to get the first down anyway, but he would have picked up more than the -4 he lost. And the Panthers are looking at a deficit here. 7-0 already. And we are 3 minutes and 37 seconds from our 5th consecutive quarter with no points since district started. Again, T.J. Hammonds, our starting quarterback, got hit on a targeting play on the second play. They did throw the flag, the 15 yards, yes, but he has not been back in. Hansard's second punt of the night. And it's a good one, drives him all the way back to the 35-yard line, and a great job defensively coming up to make the play for Lufkin. That is Young, our cornerback, making that stick, and that'll be a good special teams play there by Evan Young. But still, ball at the 36-yard line. They are in phenomenal field position here as they start their second drive of the ball game with 3:12 to go and leading at 7-0 in our Pilgrim's Pride first quarter.
I don't know if things are changing, but Hammonds is off the table now, and he's on the sideline standing. So I don't know if this changes going forward or not. We'll see what happens on the next offensive drive, but the defense is going to have to hold here, which they plowed right through us on the first drive of the game.
Did not have a 3rd down. We're still looking for our first 3rd down opportunity. Crawford in the gun. He wants to throw this time. He's going for all of it. Deep down the right side, and he has overthrown his intended receiver. He was trying to get it out wide there, I believe.
Elijah Merkson.
Yeah, number 8, Merkson. That was their 3rd leading receiver, but
they've got a lot of options. It's kind of crazy, but on that throw, that Crawford way overshot him there.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now for the Jackrabbits at their own 36-yard line. 2 receivers to the right now for Crawford. He's in the gun, and they will go back to Osborne.
A keeper. It's a keeper.
Oh, did he keep it?
He kept it, went to the left hash.
Picked up 3 yards on the RPO. I thought he was going to give it to Osborne. Osborne was around that outside corner because we were crashing over there. I guess he didn't see it.
We would much rather have Crawford run than Osborne.
Boy.
That's the understatement of the game.
You're turning into a football guy.
Shut up.
3rd down and 8 after Crawford's 2-yard scamper. Trips to the right now, packed tight to the right-hand side. They're going to run a receiver right out in that flat. He's going to read our defensive end, and if the guy goes with him, he's going to hand it off to Osborne. If he does, he's going to throw it right out in the flat, more than likely to Dolphel. Here we go. Trips out, right side. There's the look inside, and he looks back to the other side, and has his man wide open over here is G.
Oh, is that a football move?
And G lost the ball. Did he catch it? They're going to say it's a turnover, I do believe. Hooper's going to fall on it, and the Panthers are going to get the first.
Wow. Hey, that's why you hit hard. Good things happen.
Good pop over there. I believe that was Timmons that made the hit. I know Caden Hooper, my boy, fell on top of that fumble. And the Panthers now will have it back. Javion Johnson now as we'll set up on their side of the field at the 44-yard line. Panthers now into positive on that turnover ratio, back to +1 after losing 3 of them last week. All right, Javion, the sophomore is into a big spot. He could keep this spot from here on out with a W. Got to earn it. Here we go. Javion in the gun. Kedron to his left, and that'll be a handoff to Kedron, dancing around, nowhere to go. Falls forward, picks up a couple, and it's still going to be 2nd down and long as Lufkin just cannot get, well, let me rephrase that. Lufkin cannot stop them from getting any penetration.
Yeah, that's the thing. It just seems like every gap is getting closed quickly. And there's not, whenever, Kedron's sitting back there being patient, looking for somewhere to go, he's got nothing right now. So we'll see if that changes at all throughout the game.
Riggins is lined up over here on the right defensive end side, and you can bet you he is ready to look somebody up. 2nd down and 8. He's to Lufkin's right guard, and that is Torres. He is coming on a blitz. Torres picks him up. We run the other way. Kedron is in trouble, breaks out of a tackle, hit low, gets back up. He's going to be short of a 1st down. I don't know how the young man got 6 yards, but he did. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Panthers.
Add that to the library of plays that you don't know how he does it, but he does it somehow anyways. Yeah, that's another one for Kedron there. That was impressive. A ton of athleticism on it, and you're right. We avoided Riggins, and it was very wise that we did.
We have got to be going downhill on 3rd down and 3. Pick up some yardage, big man. Panthers with the ball at the Jackrabbit 37-yard line. 3rd down and 3, 20 personnel in the game. Split backfield, back to Kedron. Right side, he's got the 1st down up the middle. Looks at safety up and trucks him down to the 26-yard line, and that is a Strata Roofing Lufkin Panther 1st down. That's what I'm talking about. Get that offensive line, get low, fire out. It doesn't matter who you hit, but hit somebody.
Feel like you're about to hit me, Gary. Dang.
Well, you got to just have a little pride at some point and look somebody up and knock them out.
Yep. Well, it's very reminiscent of that 4th quarter against A&M Consolidated for Kedron, plowing right through the middle, just kind of taking the team, putting them on his shoulders, and we'll see what happens here to finish out this drive.
That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Your Pilgrim's Pride 1st quarter is in the books. It looked a little scary early, but right now the Panthers have it, and we are threatening when we come back. Lufkin down 7-0. We're brought to you by Austin Bank. Second quarter action coming up next year live from Abe Martin Stadium right after this on Lufkin Game Time.
For the first day of school, for the last day of work, for the satisfaction of a job well done, for the ideas that change the world, for good times, for not so good times. For her future and hers and his. For serving our customers and connecting communities, we're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
Loving Auto Group is more than a great place to buy and service your vehicle. We're your neighbor, friend, and fully committed to helping the communities we serve.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
Welcome back as we move back into quarter number 2. And this second quarter action brought to you by the Loving Auto Group. First down and 10 for the Panthers as we have got the ball down to their 26-yard line. There goes Murphy in motion left to right. Javion Johnson in the gun, hands it off to Kedron right off Chavez's right side. He'll be inside the 25-yard line, but not much more after that. It'll be second down and probably about 9 here as we start this second quarter, brought to you by the Loving Auto Group.
Get the stats from the first quarter brought to you by Shane Sepulveda with K&G Capital Mortgage. Shane Sepulveda, the guy to go to for all your mortgage needs. Text the word winners to 33655. We'll tell you about the first quarter. Wasn't our best. We'll tell you about it after this play here.
Second down and 9 now for the Panthers. Back to the ground, bouncing outside Kedron. He jumps over one man and is upended down at the 20-yard line. Picks up about 5 yards. It's going to bring up third down and 4 once again for Lufkin.
In that first quarter, Kedron Young had 8 rushes for 40 yards. Javion Johnson went 1 of 3 for negative 4 yards on his one completion to Bakari Murphy. For the Forney Jackrabbits, 5 rushes for 46 yards for Javion Osborne in the touchdown. His long run was 21 yards. In that one, Kyle Crawford went 3 for 4 with 25 yards passing there in the first quarter. That's your first quarter stats brought to you by Shane Sepulveda with K&G Capital Mortgage.
Back to the ground for Lufkin. Kedron is nowhere. I don't know how he got some yardage. He got down to the 18-yard line. It's going to be fourth down and 2. Our only play is to hand it off either left or right to number 3.
He's proven he can do it. I can tell you that much, but I don't know how long, if you can do it an entire game. If it can, it'll be something you're going to see some historic kind of stuff coming from Kedron.
Panthers 3 of 12 on fourth down for the season. Going to do it here once again in the guns. Quarterback keeper the right side. He keeps it up. The sophomore tucks it and runs. He's out past the 10-yard line down to the 9. And Javion on a straight quarterback keeper picks up the first down.
Critical to do that there on fourth down to get the first from Javion. That's the asset about Javion, that he's just a little quicker. He's quicker than TJ Hammond on his feet. He brings a run asset and a run threat to the game that it makes some versatility, makes some interesting options out there for the Panthers.
First down, goal to go for Lufkin at the 9-yard. Well, they put him down at the 10. Either way, first down, goal to go at the 10. Back to the ground, Kedron, and man, is he swallowed up immediately. Coming up and making that play for the Jackrabbits, that's number 52, Tristan Bennett, the defensive tackle. No one blocked him, and I don't know how he got back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
Boy, they are bringing it in. They're bringing the full house, and they're expecting us to try to do something different to prove that we want to beat them in a different way. Javion got him.
He did not get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 2. Second and goal at the 12. That's what I'm saying. Never mind.
Do what? Did I say something?
Oh, second and 12. Second and goal to go back at the 12. Javion going to have to throw it now. Rolls out to the right. Got a man all over him and almost threw a pick 6. Well behind the intended receiver. The defensive safety jumped that route. Man, we got to throw something down the field. They are blowing this up in the middle. And now it's third down and goal to go from the 12.
That's Easton McMillan. We were very fine going and trying to target against him, but he made a heck of a play there, making the jump on that throw.
Well, because it was thrown behind him.
It was. It was, and it was looked at the entire time, too.
Well, we weren't running one receiver routes. I mean, he rolls right. There's one receiver in the flat. There's no one else to throw it to. There is a Whataburger penalty flag over at the 16-yard line, and the ref is talking to the head boss man over there in Forney. We can't be so fortunate to go against the Jackrabbits, can we? Nothing better than a Strata Roofing first down via the laundry on the field, but we'll see. Personal foul against the Jackrabbits. That's their second of the ball game. Automatic Strata Roofing first down. I don't know what happened, but we can't go down to Jeff because we can't hear him, or he can't hear us, but that's going to give us first down and goal to go down at the 6-yard line, and that is a season-saving personal foul.
Yeah, you're right on that.
First down, goal to go at the 6-yard line. Javion Johnson, 2 receivers to his right. In motion, left to right. Who was that? Anyway, going inside, and that's going to be Kedron Young picking up 1.
I think it was Bakari that went in motion.
Yeah, Murphy went in action. I was looking for Braden.
Yeah.
I had Braden split out right.
2 Murphs out there.
As we are now, Lufkin playing this perfectly. slowing the game down. But we got to get this into the end zone. And we don't know what we're lining up in. We're going to have to take a timeout. We are in complete disarray. Javion in for TJ Hammonds, who is probably out. We'll try to get an update on that, but we will take a St. Luke's Health Memorial timeout. Lufkin trailing 7-0, but we are in the red zone, baby. Second down and goal to go, and we come back right here on Lufkin Game Time.
Capital Mortgage has got your back. Offering VA, conventional, FHA, USDA loans. He's got the play for you. Looking for someone local? Choose Shane. You can text WINNERS to 33655. That's WINNERS to 33655 and make the right move. Your future? That's Shane's focus. Proudly supporting the Lufkin Panthers on Lufkin Game Time. Make your mortgage move with Shane Sepulvedo at K&G Capital Mortgage. And MLS number 2143694.
It's Toyota truck time at Loving Toyota in Lufkin. Inventory is rising and prices are falling. Loving Toyota has a Toyota truck for every buyer and budget.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Toyota.
Well, welcome back to Panther football here. Austin Bank scoreboard tells you it's 7-0, but you also see the Panthers down here in the red zone, and it has been a struggle for the Pack in the red zone. We're only scoring touchdowns 6 out of 14 times. That's not going to cut it against these Forney Jackrabbits. Panthers trying to take advantage of that turnover. We got to start the drive. Second down, goal to go at the 4. Panthers in that pistol formation. Murphy is the deep back. We're going to hand it to the first guy. Going to run an option to the outside. They had it covered. Didn't fool a soul coming up and making the stick of Murphy. Handed it off to Kedron, who then ran the option, but they had that defended like they knew it was coming and stopped it dead at the 5-yard line. And his third down goal to go at the 5.
You got Kevo Taylor in the backfield with Kedron. Not his normal position, that's for sure, but, man, they did have it read really well.
Same formation. Kevo will be the deep back. Kedron all set to the left. Third down goal to go at the 5. 2 receivers to the left here for Javion. We're going to hand it to the deep back. He dances around down the end zone.
Kevo Taylor.
Kevo runs it in from 5 yards out. They thought we were going to go to the big man, Kedron Young, but no, sir. It is Kevo Taylor with his first rushing touchdown, 4th touchdown of the season for the junior. And the Panthers are an Abel's Pharmacy extra point away from tying it up.
Tell you what, you had to have it. Well, you got it there. You got to finish it. Boy, what an answer. Wasn't the prettiest thing, but boy, it.
Hanser 9 of 13 on extra points on the year. Snap is really high. He went up and got it. The timing is off, but he got it through. Barely inside the left upright. The Abel's Pharmacy extra point is good, and we are tied. 7-7, baby, here middle of the second quarter on Lufkin Game Time.
Panther fans, craving a game time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time.
It's Toyota truck time at Loving Toyota in Lufkin. Inventory is rising and prices are falling. Loving Toyota has a Toyota truck for every buyer and budget.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Toyota.
And your Wright Buick GMC scoring drive, 12 plays, 44 yards, and 6 minutes almost off the clock.
Wow.
And I see that once again it is a 5-yard run by Kevo Taylor, as I see TJ Hammond's jersey coming off, and I don't think the rest of this game is going to be played by the sophomore. 7-7 is your score after the Abel's Pharmacy extra point. That is your Wright Buick GMC scoring drive update. Here we go. A Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff for the Panthers. 7-7 is your score. Hansard approaches the ball, and there is your Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff. High end over ender is going to be fielded at the 6-yard line by the Jackrabbits, and he's got a head of steam. Tackle is hit and brought down quickly. Back there, the base runner, the ball carrier was Merkelson, but a great tackle open field-wise for the Pack, and he's going to be brought down to 20.
Gary, you're a baseball guy now. It's starting I'm rubbing off on you, I guess.
Oh, no, I'm nothing. It's over.
Ship has left the dock. Well, the Panthers got the turnover on the last possession by these Jackrabbits as they were on the move. Can we kind of duplicate that? I'd love to see it. Crawford brings his troops up. He's in the gun. Osborne offset to his left, trips to his left as well. Takes the handoff, rolls it out to the right-hand side. It is caught by Dolfel. Trying to break a tackle. The wide receiver screen is going to work for about 4 yards on first down, maybe 5. We'll see where they spot it. It'll be second in about 5 or 6.
Well, the Panthers got their first points at district on the last drive, and now got ourselves a tie ball game. And we saw that forced fumble the last time for the Forney. The Forney offense was brought to a halt. Now you got to keep it going.
24-yard line, giving 4 yards on the catch to Adolfo. Second down and 6 now. Crawford again in the gun, and he will fake the handoff. Got a man. Oh, my. Oh, wow. He hit Adolfo on the slant route, and I don't know if it was going to the house, but the house was going to be in sight. It was only a couple of blocks away, and he cold dropped it, 3rd and 6.
That's a gift. That's a gift right there.
Crawford could not have made a better throw.
Yeah, spot on. Play action, set it up, and quick slant. They'll do it a lot.
Ball is the 24-yard line. Big cushion given out here by Waters, who's in the ball game for Young at the moment. And he's looking that way, now rolling. Crawford wants to throw. He's got a man. It's caught past the sticks out to the 32-yard line. That catch is going to be made by another receiver, Calvin Smith. And Smith with the catch. And a Strata Roofing first down on 3rd and 6.
Plethora of options for Crawford there.
Back to the gun now. Osborne offset to his left, the lone back. And he fakes it. Quick ride receiver screen and a big hit out there. Evan Young came up and hit the receiver. I wish he'd have made a play on the ball there, Chris, because that could have been a pick 6.
It was close. He saw it the entire way. I think he made the decision to go ahead and hit the guy because he couldn't. I don't think he was, felt great about the interception there, man. Half a second earlier, he does have the pick 6 all the way, and we get a lead in this one. But, man, he read that one the entire time.
Good play out there by Young, no question about it. Commercial Bank of Texas Player of the Game will be coming up in our postgame show. And, of course, we'll have our Morgan, Bartlett, Baggett, and Shands Insurance AC halftime show coming up for you in 6 minutes and 53 seconds. Second down and 10 now. Crawford back to the gun. He's got Osborne right. Trips to his left. Nope, motion coming left to right. That's going to be Jahil. And they're going to want another wide receiver screen to the same side, and this time they're going to get a different result. And he is off to the races. Down to the 30, inside the 35. We finally flush him out of bounds, but not before a huge gain for the Jackrabbits.
Man, just a quick little screen route for the receiver there. And then a couple blocks set him up well to get down there. Thankfully, Keshawn Waters, sophomore from the other side of the field, was able to, force the bull out of bounds on that one.
See a replay on that. They had 2 receivers out there and ran the pick play, and we were picked all right. All the way down to the Panther 25-yard line. First down and 10 now for the Jackrabbits. Ball on the left hash. They're headed towards the pack, and it'll be inside handoff to Osborne. And by the time the Panthers can rustle him to the ground, it's at the 20-yard line, 5 yards down the field.
Jacob Aguilar coming in for Lara on this play.
Crawford gives out the signals to his offensive lineman, a big group of kids for certain. Second down and 5, ball at the 20. 2 receivers either side here for Crawford. He wants to throw, deep drop, looking right the whole way. Going to the end zone, got a man wide open.
Double move. Oren G just ate our lunch on that one. He faked like he was going back corner, came across to the middle, had us spun around, upside down, pants down, all of it.
Crawford to G for the second touchdown of the night for the Jackrabbits. Abel's Pharmacy extra point coming up here in our Loving Auto Group's second quarter. It is up, and it is right down the middle, and they have regained their lead 14-7. 6:07 to go here in the first half. We're brought to you by the Loving Auto Group. We'll be back right after this.
Don't wait till it's too late. Strata Roofing and Construction can inspect and assess your roof. They will offer you the best options in repair or replace your property's roof. Expert roofers specializing in composite, metal, tile, TOP, and PVC. Homeowners trust Strata.
residential and commercial, new construction or replacement. Located in Lufkin and serving all of East Texas. Efficient, affordable, Strata Roofing, 936-414-8172. Welcome back to Lufkin Panther football here on Lufkin Game Time. Your Wright Buick GMC scoring drive update. 7 plays, 80 yards, 147 off the clock. 20-yard touchdown pass, Crawford to G. And they lead it 14-7. And that is your Wright Buick GMC scoring drive update. And this is a very big 6-minute mark here for Lufkin.
If you're going to trade punches here in the first half, we got to punch back here. We can't let this get away from us because we gave up the touchdown. Okay, fine. Now you have to come back and answer here. As we got the ball first too, so it's one of those things you got to also consider. Second half, they'll be coming out with the ball. Big important drive. It doesn't have to be pretty. Needs to take up some time off the clock, but you got to come back with something here.
Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff. Murphy back at his own 5-yard line. It has been eventful Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff so far from Lufkin, that's for certain. This one is a little into the breeze, high end over ender. It is returnable if we can get over there to it. Murphy kicks it, then picks it up at the 5. Back to the right-hand sideline and running out of real estate over on the far side and is not going to get back to the 15-yard line. And that is going to put the Panthers deep in their own end once again.
Started off at the 11 on the second, own 11 on the second drive of the game, and this last drive we were at the, at their 46, but I'm back at the 13.
So Javion Johnson, this appears to be his first decision of record here for his young career. It won't be his last. As Hammonds appears to be done for the night.
Oh.
And we might have jumped.
Over that right side. Torres with the false start.
So we'll take the Whataburger penalty flag and back us up 5. And the sophomore will be standing about 3 yards shy of his own end zone, down by 7. And an important 6 minutes of the ball game. Handoff again inside to Kedron Young. And how many plays? That's Kedron's 13th carry. 13, 9. We ran 23 plays, and 13 of them have been handoffs to Kedron.
Maybe we're trying to lull him to sleep. Maybe that's what it is, and then we go for the big strike, Gary.
Second and a bunch. Gave us the line of scrimmage back. Second and 15. Javion wants to throw, looks right, and it is.
Oh, my gosh.
I do not know how that wasn't a pick 6.
Goodness gracious,
That's why he's playing defense.
Yeah.
Because we hit Flowers, their All-American safety, in the mitts, and that wasn't Flowers, excuse me. That was
Anusium.
No, was it? No?
0, right?
Yeah, he dropped it. And, he could have backflipped into the end zone. 3rd and 15. Javion rolling right, throws it again, and the pass was thrown where only our receiver could catch it, but it was out of bounds, and we're going to have to punt on a quick 3 and out.
It's a big punt, too. They're bringing the house here.
Well, I don't know. I would set up their return and make sure I didn't get a roughing the kicker penalty. But that's just me.
I get it. Listen, I'm not ever going to question your football mind. You're right.
I'm just telling you what I would do. I don't know what he would do. They rush the kicker and get a defense, and they're bringing the house. And didn't hit it, and we shanked it. I'm just telling you what I would have done. They're going to get this ball at the 27-yard line after they answered shank. But it was shanked it, but hit it, because he had some pressure coming right at his grill.
You just brought up a great question. What is the right past tense of shank? Is it shanked? Shanked? Shanked. It's got to be shanked.
By the way, it's
Shanked.
not good.
Not good for us.
They are going to have the ball at our 27-yard line. Oh, boy.
Hold on. It was a nice 57-second drive for the Lufkin offense. It's only 57 seconds because the clock runs after running plays, but dang.
Crawford back to the gun in the pistol formation. Osborne the deep back, and it'll be a handoff to him. He bounces it outside. Menifee's going to bring him down. There is a Whataburger penalty flag that comes flying in, probably at the point of holding, and will probably bring that 6-yard gain back. The score says 14-7, but man.
The energy feels like this might as well be much different, much worse.
Well, it is going to be 1st and 20 now. That's the good news. Back at the 37-yard line after the 13-yard punt. 19. Crawford, deep back.
Wow.
And it is tipped away. Good job there by my man, Big Hoop. Comes in on the inside.
Defensive side of the ball. Plays like that help. Plays like that got to have something.
Trips to the right-hand side now, and it is going to be a handoff to Osborne. To that side, he breaks out of some tackles. Luckily, we're able to haul him down over there briefly. I mean, barely got him down. Who was that? That was Hatton. No, that was Campbell with the tackle. Gain of 10. And it should be
3rd and 10, yeah.
3rd and 10. Trips to the right here for Crawford. Back to the original line of scrimmage, the 27-yard line. Panthers with only 5 in the box. And they're going to want a wide receiver screen, or excuse me, the running back screen to Osborne, but he underthrew him. And I don't know why we're clapping, because if it was thrown out ahead of him, it was going to be at least a 1st down. And don't be clapping yet, because they're probably going to go for it.
That was definitely much more of Crawford doing wrong more than us doing right on that play.
4th down and 10 now for the Jackrabbits. They are going to go for it from our 27-yard line. Boy, could we dodge this disaster. Got to get a stop. Split backfield with Crawford. Osborne's to the left. Osborne wants to throw, rolls out to his right, looking right, steps his foot, throws it down the right sideline, and it's knocked away. Great defense there by the Panthers, running step for step with him.
Placing the starter, Keithan Davis, you knew they were going to test him and target him early on. Well, he answered the call very, very well on that one to force a turnover on downs.
Well, they ran that wheel route, and, man, he ran right step for step with him. What a great play by Nicholson to knock it away, and the Panthers get it back on downs. That's the good news. We're still at our 27-yard line, but it is still a 7-point game with 4:03 to go here in this second quarter, brought to you by the Loving Auto Group.
It's sad. This is actually one of our better field positions of the game.
Johnson runs a sprint option to the right, and we fumbled it right back to him, unless we somehow got it back. We tried to run the sprint option. He pitched it, and Kedron's going to fall on that fumble somehow, but we are going to lose a boatload of yards. Well, you set a plan, offensive game plan all week with TJ at the helm.
Yep.
And now you've got to adjust it because they are two completely different types of quarterbacks. Hammonds is a sit in the pocket and throw it. And Javion is one of those guys that is one of the most athletic guys on the field. 2nd down and about 18. I'm going to throw oh, boy. I'm glad he brought that down. Wide open down the field. If we don't have a man downfield, that is a big play down behind the defense. That is Kevo Taylor. Makes the man miss. Now back to the center. He gets a block over to the right side. 10, 5. I don't know how he did it, but Kevo Taylor, touchdown. I don't know how we didn't have a legal lineman downfield, but there are. It was. It was not a pump fake. He saw it was going to be picked off. He brought it back down, and when he did, he spun back to the right, and the whole defense went out there to the flat to Preston. Kevo slipped behind him and was wide open down the field, and Taylor did it again, the second touchdown of the night for the junior. Wow.
Johnson just able to create a second chance there that, boy, we'll take it.
Abel's Pharmacy extra point now with 3:09 to go in the half. Diaz will snap. Murphy will hold. Answered 1 for 1 tonight. Decent snap. Kick is up, and it is perfect. Abel's Pharmacy extra point is good, and the Panthers get a dynamic play. The sophomore, Javion Johnson, saved the day. Kevo did the rest. We're tied at 14 late in the second quarter right here on Lufkin Game Time.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Welcome back to Abe Martin Stadium, where the Panthers just pulled off a dreamboat scenario there. The Wright Buick GMC scoring drive, 2 plays, 73 yards, 54 seconds off the clock. It is Javion Johnson, sophomore, first touchdown pass of his career, 73-yard pass to Kevo Taylor. Taylor's 4th receiving touchdown of the season, 5th of the year. And the Panthers' Abel's Pharmacy extra point is good, and we are somehow tied here at 14-14 as we await this Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff.
It is hard to imagine a better first touchdown of your career than that one.
Answered. The Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff. High end over ender is going to drive him back to the goal line, and he is going to run that baby out at the 15. Cuts it up in the middle. He's got a breaking edge, and somehow he tripped over the 25-yard line and falls down at the 30. Or I got a feeling they would have been queuing up the band again.
It just seems like in this first half, that's been 3 different times now that the Jackrabbits have had something in it. Just it's tripped, it's dropped. It's fortunate for us. That's what it is.
It's 14-14. That is your score. And they have got the ball here with 3:03 remaining in our Loving Auto Group second quarter. Trying to get to our Morgan Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance AG halftime show tied at 14. Handoff inside to Osborne, bounces it out to the right. He's got a couple of Panthers over and ducks his head, falls out past the 30, and they'll mark him down at the 33-yard line. That'll be a very creative 4-yard gain there for the junior running back Osborne.
Feels a lot like, listen, I'm not saying that the skill level's the same here, but it feels a lot like the first half of A&M Consolidated, where it's like, man, what? This is what the score is right now? Like, we're staying in there, throwing punches back and forth, and we got to continue to do so here on defense.
2nd and 5. Lumpkin with 4 down linemen, 2 inside linebackers in the box. They're going to run that wide receiver screen, and we almost jumped it again. I don't know if he caught it, but boy, yes, he did catch it and stayed in bounds. Clock will continue to roll. 3-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and a short 2 over on the far sideline. He telegraphed that pass, and Waters over there almost jumped that bad boy. But it'll still bring up 3rd and 2 as we approach the 2-minute mark. Lufkin with 2 timeouts remaining. Crawford in the gun. He's got Osborne to his left. 3rd and 2. Ball on the 31. Low snap, goes and gets it, gives it to Osborne, breaks it out wide, and he's got plenty of room. He'll be stumbling forward out to the 45-yard line. Plenty for a first down. There was a big gap out here where we either got blocked, got held, or collapsed inside. One of the 3 transpired. 45-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Jackrabbits on the move again. 2 receivers now to Crawford's right, ball just right of their left hash. Handoff inside to Osborne again, and Hooper can't bring him down. He had him at the line, but it is Osborne to the house. 55-yard touchdown run for Osborne, and they are back on top. Hooper had him, both paws on him, but he just couldn't get him to the turf.
Man, just a bullet, too. Just a bullet down the middle of the field.
Abel's Pharmacy extra point coming up here. The Jackrabbits will get the ball to start the third quarter. That extra point is right down the middle, and they have regained their 7-point lead, 21-14. We'll take a quick break. We're in the late stages of your Loving Auto Group second quarter. 21-14 Jackrabbits here on Lufkin Game Time.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Well, welcome back to Lufkin Panther football here. Your Wright Buick GMC scoring drive update. 4 plays, 72 yards, 136 off the clock. 55-yard run by Osborne right up the gut. And the Abel's Pharmacy extra point is good. That is your Wright Buick GMC scoring drive update. And Osborne now 10 rushes for 129. We're about to get a Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff. We need to scoot over there to that right hash because all 3 of these kickoffs have gone over in that corner.
And if it hits, we can let it go. We'll take the 25-yard line.
Well, I'm not even say that, and maybe it's just one of game that all 3 have gone to the same spot. Maybe he's got power to all fields. I don't know. But here is your Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff, and it is going to the same spot. And we scooted over there. This time it's fielded at the 10-yard line by Murphy. Dancing around out past the 20, trying to get to the corner, makes a guy miss. They lose outside contain, and he is going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Good job there by Murphy. 25-yard return. And gets us out to the 35-yard line with 1:18 and 2 timeouts to go here. I got to think, down 7 and them looking to go up 14. If you would have told Coach Quick he could be down 7 at halftime and go in and regroup, he would have considered that.
Without a starting quarterback, yeah, you would think so. I mean,
Javion Johnson has been in since the second play of the ball game. And he is in right now. He'll have trips to his right. And Kedron offset to his right as well. 5 men in the box. You've got to be able to run it here. We're going to try to run it. And Kedron bounces it outside. Stays in bounds down the right sideline. He gets out past midfield and thrown down. That should be a horse collar or face mask tackle. He's down to their 45, and that Whataburger penalty flag after the Strata Roofing first down for Lufkin ought to get us down to the 30-yard line.
No, that's a 30-yard play in total. You'll take that.
Well, they've got 5 in the box. We've got to run the football. It doesn't matter what the down the time is.
Yep.
And that's what we had right there. And Kedron did what Kedron does. Gets the horse collar call. The Whataburger penalty flag will get us down to the 30-yard line. Now we got to be thinking end zone time. 1:09 to go in the second quarter, the Loving Auto Group second quarter. Panthers still with 2 timeouts to go. They're going to start that clock pretty quickly. We got to go. Let's go. Let's go. 3 receivers to the right. Empty backfield. In motion, Kedron, and we immediately look that way and throw it to him. Telegraphed it. He did make a guy miss, but now we're going to have to waste a timeout. And that took off almost 19 seconds off the clock, and it's still rolling. We finally get a timeout with 49 seconds left. I don't know how Kedron got back to the line. He got a yard. That's awesome.
It really is. I would be curious. I'm not going to ask anybody to go back and edit this, but if we went back and counted the number of times between you and I that we've said, I don't know how Kedron, that statement's got to be up in the 50s, 60s, 70s. It's insane because it gets said on repeat a lot for that guy.
Well, in order for that play to work, we got to at least act like we're throwing it to one of those 3 receivers downfield, whether we pump fake or not. Just put your eyes on him and hold that safety up. But we were looking at Kedron. Well, I think he was looking at Kedron before we got the snap.
49 seconds, 29 yards to go.
Most significant time that Javion has played yet. This is not the game you wanted to thrust him into the lineup, in my opinion.
Right, but
no option with TJ going out in the second or maybe third play of the ball game. So second down and 9 now. 1 timeout to go. 49 seconds to go before our Morgan Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance Agency halftime show. And another empty backfield. This time we're going to fake it to Young, and oh no, we fumbled it. We set up in the same formation. However, this time we faked the throw out to Kedron, and we're going to try to go downfield out of that same formation. But by the time that all developed, he was sacked and fumbled it.
He's trying to climb the ladder in the pocket, climb up the pocket, but man. Now you got to hold steady for 43 seconds. Both teams now with the fumble here in the first half.
Boy, they're fixing to run a play. It's going to be, they're looking to go deep down the right sideline, and he is behind the defense, and luckily they outthrew him. Or it would have been another 6.
Tell you what, we're getting eaten up right now on the outside with double moves out there. I mean, it was a quick hesitation by Adofel after he went about 15 yards, then took off, and fortunate for the missed throw.
2nd down and 10 now here in our Loving Auto Group second quarter. Panthers only down 7. The receivers here to the right. Osborne offset to the right. 38 seconds to go. They're going to hand that off inside to Osborne, and luckily Alexander's going to get credit for the tackle, but that was made by Menifee. Got the shoestring, got him tripped up, and then Alexander fell on him for the tackle. And they may have just let that bad boy run out of time now. They have all 3 timeouts left, but 20 seconds to go, and it's 3rd down and 10. And they appear to be content with going to halftime. And I am content with that. So that'll do it for the Loving Auto Group second quarter. Lufkin trailing at 21-14 as we head to the half. The Morgan Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance Agency halftime show is coming up next. We'll also have our band's performance at halftime coming up for you in a moment, along with stats, Ralph and Keku's remarkable replays, and more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this on Lufkin Game Time.
Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. 2 East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germania Insurance, serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches in all of East Texas. Let the experts with over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin.
Panther fans, it's game time. Need to make a winning play in the mortgage game? Shane Sepulvedo with K&G Capital Mortgage has got your back. Offering VA, conventional, FHA, USDA loans, he's got the play for you. Looking for someone local? Choose Shane. You can text WINNERS to 33655. That's WINNERS to 33655 and make the right move. Your future? That's Shane's focus. Proudly supporting the Lufkin Panthers on Lufkin Game Time. Make your mortgage move with Shane Sepulvedo at K&G Capital Mortgage. And MLS number 2143694.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
Henson. Line officers are Aubrey Abart, Allison Boyd, and Taylor McKissick. High stepper of the week is Madison Thomas.
We are. Well, welcome back. We are apparently back at the half here. Your Morgan Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance Agency halftime show. The Forney Jackrabbit Band is taking care of business right now, and right now their football team is taking care of business. They are up 21-14 at the half, and as we do every halftime, we kick it off with our halftime stats. We'll give that over to our man Chris to recap the first half with the stats for you.
Halftime stats are brought to you by Shane Sepulveda with K&G Capital Mortgage. Shane Sepulveda, the guy to go to for all your mortgage needs. You can text the word winners to 33655. That's winners to 33655 to get the mortgage process started, or just even ask him a couple questions. Well, 21-14 is the score. Forney leading over our Lufkin Panthers. Both teams with 8 first downs. For Forney, they have 12 rushes for 131 yards. For Lufkin, 22 rushes for 72 yards. Passing yards, 104 for Forney on 8 completions, 15 attempts. Lufkin, 3 completions with 8 attempts and 76 yards passing. Forney, boy, they have just lit it up here in the first half. 235 yards in the first half, 148 for your Panthers. As far as penalties go, 4 penalties for 46 yards costing the Jackrabbits. For Lufkin, 4 penalties costing 19 yards. Lufkin did win the possession, which is something I think in the second half we're going to have to continue to do so. They had the ball for 14 minutes and 30 seconds, and Forney had it for 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Third down conversions, 2 of 4 for the Jackrabbits and 2 of 6 for the Panthers. Keaton Young, 14 rushes for 66 yards in the first half. Kevo Taylor had our 1 touchdown, 1 reception for 79 yards to the house on a play made by Javion Johnson, who went 3 of 8 for 79 yards in the first half, or pardon me, 76 yards in the first half, 1 touchdown on it. Javion Osborne for the Jackrabbits, 11 rushes, 129 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's made his presence known very well. Kyle Crawford, the opposing quarterback, 8 of 15 for 104 yards and a touchdown. Receiving that touchdown was Oren G. of the Jackrabbits, 2 receptions, 34 yards. Those are your first half stats, brought to you by Shane Sepulveda with K&G Capital Mortgage.
Thank you there. And once again, the Panthers, judging by those stats, we're lucky to just be down by 7. The stats are really leaning over toward Forney, and boy, we just could have got something there before the half. We had a chance to take this thing tied at halftime.
Yeah, for sure. And they're getting the ball back in the second half, so the defense is going to have to come out and get some answers there for sure.
No doubt about that. And, of course, once again at the half, Morgan Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance Agency halftime show as you are watching the Forney band out there at the moment. We'll have our Lufkin Panther band for you coming up in a moment as we look around the scores in our District 7-5A. There was of course, last night McKinney North went to 2-0 in district play. West Mesquite up 20-9 at the half. The other one we're looking for, Lancaster, was up early over Longview, 21-14. But the Lobos have reeled off 24 unanswered points, and they lead it 31-21 as they are at the half. Longview on the road at Lancaster tonight as they try to stay unbeaten in District 7-5A play. And, of course, we were looking at those big games in 8-5A. Barbers Hill and LaPorte, the only two teams left unbeaten at the moment. Barbers Hill up 21-14. That game is at the half, and the team that I suspect will win the district, well, I take that back. Memorial's 1-0, not 2-0. Memorial's up 24-3 over Baytown Sterling. That game is into the third quarter. So I tend to believe Port Arthur Memorial will eventually win this district, and New Caney Porter will get second. We'll see how that all comes to fruition here over the next 6 weeks.
A couple other local scores here for you. Cold Spring Oakhurst leading the Huntington Red Devils as they start off their district play. They're leading 48-0 halfway through the third quarter. Diboll and Woodville, the top two teams in their district, matching up there at halftime. Diboll leading on the road at Woodville. They're leading 15-6. Groveton and Alto are tied up right before halftime at 14. Nacogdoches is trailing White House 21-13 in as they're almost to halftime. Carthage and Bullard. Carthage, well, they're taking care of business, up 24-7 with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Corgan is leading Hempstead 13-0, getting ready for the second quarter, and that's the action happening close to us and around the area.
That is your scores, and again, a lot of your scores. And as we move around the area, as always, brought to you by our good friends. And of course, if you're feeling kind of bummed up, having a little walking issues, see my man Dr. Warren and his fine folks at the East Texas Foot Associates. Man, I did a lot of little bones down in the foot. I heard he can get them all working for you. Even non-athletic people can go see him. That is man, Dr. Warren and all his good associates there at the East Texas Foot Associates. We'll take a quick break. We'll get into Ralph and K. Koo's remarkable replays of the first half. Only a few for Lufkin, but boy, was there a couple. Only down 7 here. Your Ralph and K. Koo's remarkable replays are next here. And your halftime show brought to you by Morgan Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance AC right here on Lufkin Game Time.
Loving Auto Group is more than a great place to buy and service your vehicle. We're your neighbor, friend, and fully committed to helping the communities we serve.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Panther fans, craving a game time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time.
And welcome back to our Morgan Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance Agency halftime show, and we jump into our remarkable replays. What a better place to go than Ralph and K. Koo's, my little home away from home over there down on my way out to the golf course. That is Ralph and K. Koo's. Great place to watch a game out on that patio, live band playing as we speak, I am sure. Remarkable replays for the Panthers, and there were a couple. The first one would have been that fumble recovery by my man, Big Hoop. That really got us going. We're down 7-0. They're driving again. I didn't see. Oh, it was Timmons. Timmons knocked it loose.
Yeah.
Hooper fell on it, and that turnover was the first big play of the ball game for Lufkin.
Well, I mean, it gave a little bit of like hope that hey, we can force them, we can stop them, we can do something against this team that had been moving up the field at will, and it's a big play like that. I was saying that we need a leader, we need a commander out there on the defense side of the ball, and I think Hooper and his presence, I think he's campaigning for that with his play right now.
No doubt about that. He is a good one. And the other two plays involved big number 8, Kevo Taylor. He got the handoff. Everybody thought it was going to go to number 3, but we switched it up.
Yep.
And I went to Kevo Taylor from 5 yards out. After that fumble recovery by Hooper, Taylor goes in from 5 yards out for his first rushing touchdown of his career. Capped off a 12-play, 44-yard drive. Once again, short field set up by the penalty. And then we go back to our last touchdown with 3:09 to go. Javion's looking to throw that ball to the flat out there to Preston, and he had 2 guys on him. He pulls it down, ducks a sack. If he's not athletic, it is a sack. He gets out of that, and by the time all that develops, Kevo's gotten 10 yards behind the defense, and Javion throws it up. Kevo catches it, does some fancy dancing footwork down the left sideline, back to the middle of the field, and eventually, 79 yards later, comes off with a touchdown. The Abe Pharmacy extra point was good. And it was 7-7. It was such a athletic play. Javion, I mean, you look down the stat and you're going to go, man, Taylor must have did some great stuff, and he did. But Javion Johnson, his first touchdown pass of his Panther career will never be forgotten.
Well, he was able to keep his eyes up under pressure, and after initial like just the craziness up front, he's able to get his eyes up. Kevo never quit on the play. He gave him a wave down real quick around like the 50, maybe the 40, 50-yard line. Waved him down, made eye contact. Pass was made on right on the money, but then Kevo he did do a lot of work on the back half of the field and made some guys miss. He started off on the left sideline and then cut it all the way back over. It ended 3/4 of the way to the right sideline for the touchdown. So athletic plays all the way around, and it's it's a little different offense than what we were expecting to see tonight from us, because a little bit different quarterback than we were expecting to see too. So overall for a first half, you get thrown into homecoming night, or HOCO as you like to say. Well, he's doing all right.
Yep, no doubt about that. Has kept the Panthers in it in his first, I want to say a start, because TJ came in, was it 2 or 3 plays?
1 play.
The very first play? Surely not.
I'm pretty sure it was the very first play.
I don't even know, but I'm betting he's wrong.
Listen, that's a pretty good chance.
I was going to say third play. My man's going to look it up. Let's just go ahead and verify this one more time.
Can I be right about something?
Well,
this is going to become laughable.
You'll be right about something, just not this.
Well, I don't know if I'll ever be right, actually.
Second play, that's what I thought.
So he came in on the second play?
No, he got knocked out on the second play. I couldn't remember the second or third play. The first play was a handoff to Kedron. So, either way, we are here at the half. That is your halftime replays brought to you, remarkable replays brought to you by Ralph and K. Coos. Stop by and see him today. That is Ralph and K. Coos, baby. You know where to get it done. We are at the half. The Forney band is still out there. Our Panthers are waiting in the wings, and we obviously, every halftime, bring you that up. Take this time to remind you we are off next week, so the Panthers will have time to kind of regroup for 2 weeks after this before we head up to North Mesquite. And, again, this game's still hanging in the balance. Panthers only down by 7. If we can pull off a win here, it will set off a huge month of October. But we need a win here tonight to make that month of October really mean something for our boys.
What you going to do on your Friday night off, Gary? We don't get a lot of those.
Well, I have been invited to come up to Carthage.
Okay.
And we may make that jaunt. I don't know yet. I may sleep in.
You may. I got you. Okay. I can't blame you either way.
Job is just kind of
You work hard, Gary. I'll tell you that much. You work hard.
Out of shape.
I can make fun. I can make fun of you for a lot of things, but I can't question how hard you work. That's for sure.
Well, I don't know about all that, but we're there. That will do it for their band. We're going to take a break. We're not even going to take a break. We're going to send it down to the field where the Lufkin Panther award-winning marching band is headed out. And for your viewing privileges, under the direction of Mr. George Little, we are going to play that entire halftime performance for you as we do each and every week. Head on down here on HOCO 2023. The Lufkin Panther award-winning marching band is next right here on our halftime, the Morgan Bartlett Baggett and Shan Insurance Agency halftime show. Our band up next right here on Lufkin Game Time.
Dr. Benjamin, Mr. Luna, Dr. Terry, and the fantastic Forney ISD School Board. Ladies and gentlemen, your Forney Band. Lufkin ISD is proud to present your award-winning Enterprise team. Officers from left to right are Lieutenant Emily Autry, Lieutenant Kennedy Haythorne, Lieutenant Emily Zane, Lieutenant Ashley Hernandez Rojo, and in the center, our captain, Miss Macy McManus. Senior sergeants are Haley Caldera, Nikki Gomez, Augustino Vergano, Marita Reyes, and Sky Wyckoff. Stars of the week are Vivi Montez, Gracie Juris, Trinity Reese, and Amber Riva. Panther Pride is under the direction of Miss Jonna Conrad. Assistant director is Miss Haley Carlisle, and technical director is Miss Haley Fillmore. Panther Pride will be back momentarily to dazzle you with their sensational ladder routine. But now, may we present the Lufkin High School Majorettes. This evening, the Majorettes will perform a twirling routine to the Beach Boys' iconic hit, Fun, Fun, Fun. Please welcome the Panther Pride as they entertain you with a sensational ladder routine to the hit song, Evil Ways.
direction of senior drum majors Miss Callie Lawrence and Mr. Nathan Elliott. The Panther Band will perform a precision military marching routine to Legacy Fanfare, Bravura March, March Ponderoso, and Symphonians. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome to the field your Lufkin High School Panther Band.
Sorry, man. I told you a friend.
And welcome back here as the Panther band wrapping it up. Of course, we got cut a little long, a little short as Forney was a little excited in their early performance during the halftime festivities. But we are still in the middle of our Morgan Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance AC halftime show. Panthers about to hit the field, and Jeff Todd will be visiting with our head coach. As always, brought to you by Taco Casa here coming up in a moment. Panthers down 7 as we get set for a very important third quarter. Panthers about to hit the field. And making their way to run it through here for the Pack. Down 7 here. And a halftime of football, really, for the rest of our season. I know that sounds like a lot to say when you're in the 5th game of the year, but in reality, is where we live.
It's 100% true. It's exactly where we are right now, and we've got to come and answer it here. It starts with the defensive stop here on the first drive is what we need.
Let's go down to Jeff Todd with our Taco Casa halftime interview with our head coach, Todd Quick.
Coach, after after that first series got thrown in there, he settled in and made some plays for your offense.
Yeah, he settled in a little bit. He just got to stay relaxed.
Coach, defensively, we know they've scored a lot of points this year. You're down a few guys, but you were still able to make some plays. They had a couple of big plays, but you guys really stepped up on defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, we got to make tackles. We're there in position. They're breaking through our arm tackles. We got to throw our hat in there and make plays when our time is.
Coach, it'll be a good half for your sophomore quarterback to grow up, and best of luck in the second half.
That's good. Thank you.
That's Coach Todd Quick with our Taco Casa halftime interview.
Thank you, Jeff. Once again, Taco Casa, the best tacos in town. Taco Casa here in Lufkin and Nacogdoches. Here comes Forney as they make their way out. As we are wrapping up our Morgan Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance Agency halftime show, and this is going to be a very important drive of the third quarter. They lead it 7-0, but again, we are very fortunate to only be 7 points down. We've made some big plays. And we've had to have them, and we're going to need some big ones here on this first drive of the third quarter.
Well, it starts and it all revolves around being able to stop or at least slow down. I don't know if you're going to stop him, but you got to at least slow down JV and Osborne. 11 rushes in the first half for 129 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's just doing whatever he wants to do. He did have the one run for 55 yards to the house that he got, but still, you take that one out of the mix. It's still averaging 7.5 yards every time he touches the ball. So we're going to have to figure out a way to slow him down. Coach Quick just alluded to it. We're in position to make tackles. We got to finish them off. Arm tackles aren't going to do the job here, but I'll tell you what, we got to stop them up to end the half. Now we need to a stop to open up the second half. If I can get the words out of my mouth. I know. Come on, go ahead. Hit me with it.
The jokes write themselves.
Listen, man, I'm glad I'm getting the freshman initiation this year. Is what
I went ahead and knocked out 50 push-ups at halftime. I'm ready to play some ball. We need to stop. Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff. Hansard approaches, and we are set, and we are underway in the third quarter. High end over ender is going to be fielded at about the 3-yard line. Deep by Forney, right up the right hash. And, we got S&W collision. Smack right at the 15-yard line. A Whataburger penalty. Briley Murphy with the hit on special teams. And we'll check the Whataburger penalty flag here as we get set for a big, important third quarter for Lufkin.
Jocelyn Gatlin received the punishment on that hit.
That's what you call bringing the wood.
Is it blocking the back?
It's against them. That's all I know. We need this to be about, how many referees are there? 6? We're going to need a little 17-on-11 fast break here in the second half. If I was down there, I'd be sliding the little hundos out there to the line judge. Call that on them, buddy.
Can you say that on the air?
I hope so. I might get reprimanded. I don't know. First down and 10. They are back inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Crawford back to the ground to Osborne, and Osborne back to getting positive yardage. And, I mean, he looked up. Timmons dropped his shoulder, and wham! Hit him hard. Another S&W collision. See my man Corey Pigg. If you have a collision like that, your car is going to need it. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain. Make it 7 for Osborne on first down out to the 16-yard line. Second down and 3.
I think Osborne heard your halftime energy speech for us there, and he's taking it to effect his own.
Well, we don't need that. Back to Osborne again, cuts it up. Boy, put his foot in the ground and goes forward, picks up 12. I was telling Josh while you were going out there to get you the double meat, double cheese from Whataburger, if they ran him 25 times in the second half, I'm not sure we could stop it.
You're exactly right. Exactly what I was eating. Actually, that's kind of funny you said that. But yeah, you're 100% right. We got to figure out a way to slow him down. Something.
They give it to him for the third straight time, and for the third straight time, he's out into our secondary. Running again. Menifee from the backside runs him down, but he's all the way out to midfield. That's 3 plays to Osborne, and that's 41 yards on the ground.
I mean, to their credit, we got to prove. They're saying prove it. Prove that you can stop it. Prove that you can slow this thing down, because we're not right now. Not at all.
Down to the 40. They marked him down at their own 49-yard line, not quite to our side of the 50.
He's not going to get a first down this time because he's on the sideline.
Yep, that's good, but they go to the air and go high, and a good defensive effort out there. Knocking it away is Timmons. And we have got a whistle being blown here. The pass was incomplete. Do we have a Whataburger penalty flag over there somewhere I did not see?
I got caught ball watching, so I'm not sure.
Well, the officials are tallying it up. Let's see. We did have a Whataburger penalty flag. It is a personal foul against Forney. Is it post-play is the question. And I can't answer that without guessing at the moment. It looks like he is going to keep it at first down, so it must have happened during the play. We don't know exactly what happened. All we do know it is against Forney, and it'll be first down and 25. No, they're saying second down. It was post-play. They got a man running wide open in the flat. That was that receiver, G, but it is thrown out of the reach of his arms, and it's going to bring up third down and 25.
Third and a mile here.
Oh, boy. Adolfo's going to line up on one side or the other, and he is going to run a go route, and we need to stay running with him. Where is number 10? He's in the slot to the right.
Slot. Is that Menifee? No, that's going to be.
It better be Mosby or Campbell.
I think it's Hatton with him right now.
Or Hatton.
Let's see.
We need to blitz. It's third and 25. Don't give him time to get down the field. Lufkin not showing blitz, only 3 in the box at the moment. And we drop 8 into coverage, then they make it. He does throw it quick. Well, that does us a favor.
Why did they check it down? I mean,
ran a curl route with Adolfo over here to the right, and he goes down to catch the ball. Boy, 3 straight run plays, picks up 41 yards, takes him out. They throw it, and they're going to have to punt for the first time tonight.
Holy cow, that is their first punt, Gary. That's I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying it's crazy for this game. I wasn't trying to say that like you were wrong. Lord knows you're never going to be wrong.
Well, I'm not.
I was just saying I was impressed that it's their first punt of the game.
I think he's punted 3 times on the year. They're averaging 66 a game. He may not even know how to punt. Deep snapper's first time in a month. Uh-oh, he does know how to punt. Line driver, this is returnable for Lufkin. If he can make the first guy miss, but Murphy cannot, he's going to be brought down at the 33-yard line. If he could have got past that first guy, that could have been a huge play on the line drive punt. But either way, Lufkin does exactly what we needed to do, force the punt and get the ball back now as we are into this Wright Buick GMC fourth quarter action. And, of course, don't forget to see Dr. Warren and the guys at the East Texas Foot Associates having some issues with those big toes, ankles. My man will hook you up, alleviate the pain. East Texas Foot Associates. Javion Johnson, the sophomore, leads out the pack. Blitz coming from his right. Can we catch him in it? Handoff inside to Kedron, and Young will catch a few yards, but again, it was a controlled run blitz, apparently, because we were only able to get a couple. Giving 4. Kedron, the senior on the night, has got 15 carries for 70 yards. A hard-fought 70 yards.
Yeah, it's not been easy.
20 personnel. Blitz coming up the middle again. We go to Young.
I think Javion just saw something there. Next time he's got to keep that one himself and go. They're committing.
He saw
all
the
out.
blitz coming and goes,
Yeah.
I don't want this football,
That's
and gave
true.
it to Kedron. I can tell you one of the things that happened.
Yeah.
So we're going to lose whatever yards we got on first down. And now it's going to be third down and 10. 9 minutes to go in our Wright Buick GMC third quarter. Young in the backfield. Split out wide right. The slant throws. Oh, my.
Good.
That is the safety, Flowers, coming up and absolutely hammering Murphy. Murphy caught the ball and got the first down.
How did he hold on to that
Strata
ball?
roofing first down. I do not know. Murphy just gained a lot. Not that he didn't already have it, but whatever admiration amount he didn't have, he now has 100%. How did he not only hold on to that football, how did he get up?
I mean, that's the hardest hit we've seen all season, right?
We're going back farther than that. In motion now after the first down. Handoff inside. That's Murphy, I believe.
Bakari Murphy, yep.
Murphy will take the handoff and will gain about 6. Man, I hope little Murphy's okay. My Lordy.
I mean, he's walking, talking, shaking hands, getting all the accolades as he should.
Flowers will have that hit on his highlight reel, I can promise you. Second down and 4 after the Murphy first-yard run. Johnson with blitz coming up the middle. Panthers are able to pick it up. Johnson keeps it, gets around the outside, and I think he fumbled it. They're going to mark him down, or it would have been 6 the other way. It was immediately called down. It's going to be about a 2-yard gain for Johnson. And Javion's going to hit us up with a third down and about 2. And Javion's on the turf. Uh-oh. I don't even know who the third quarterback is. I think it's just a cramp. But if it's not,
I mean, I've seen Kedron work out of a wildcat before, but obviously that's not.
Well, I can tell you last year we were at our third quarterback, and it was him. They are looking at Javion, and it's going to be about a third down and 2, but we will take us about a 60-second break as they attend to our quarterback, Javion Johnson. We'll take a break. Lufkin down by 7 with the ball when we come back here on Lufkin Game Time.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology, backed by personal customer service and #Seal with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experience banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
It's Toyota truck time at Loving Toyota in Lufkin. Inventory is rising and prices are falling. Loving Toyota has a Toyota truck for every buyer and budget.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Toyota.
Well, welcome back to Lufkin Panther football as Javion is walking off under his own power. And we will be looking at third down and 2 with our third quarterback of the night. And I don't know who it would be if it's not Kedron Young.
Yeah, he's in the gun. He's ready.
This will be a wildcat formation, and they know it. We know it. He's not going to throw it. We're going to take a timeout. And, you know, you're already without 2 defensive starters.
Yep.
Your second quarterback of the night just got knocked out. He looks like he's ready to go back in, however.
Can he go back in after a timeout?
I don't know.
I didn't know. I know you had to sit a play out. I just didn't know if a timeout negates that or not. But. Boy. The good news is if it is a run play for us here and Kedron has to run it, It's 3rd and 2. It's not like 3rd and long here in the situation where it's almost impossible to try to get that out of a Wildcat, but we'll see. And it looks like, yeah, Javion's going to have to sit this play.
Well, I don't I think that we didn't have a play call for not having one of those two kids at quarterback. So you're going to see 13 men in the box here, I can tell you. I don't even know why we got receivers out there. We might as well bring in the big package. 7, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the box here from the Wildcat formation, and 2 more creeping in. I just don't know how this play has got a chance of working. He runs it out to the right-hand side, and it's not. I mean, it's mathematically impossible. You might say the offensive line needs to block. You can't block 8 with 5.
Right.
I mean, and then you're sitting at home going, we'll throw a pass. Well, you're sitting there with your running back quarterback because your second quarterback just got knocked out. It was just I don't know what the answer is for the dilemma. It was bring in the big package to try to get 2 yards. That was the only thing you could have gone with.
That's about it, yeah.
But, again, I don't know if that's going to work. Hands it in for the punt, and he hits a line driver, hits to the 15-yard line. It's probably going to roll into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the Panthers, who had a pretty decent drive there working after Murphy made the miraculous catch. Javion gets some kind of injury to the lower extremities, walks off under his own power, has to sit out 3rd down. We lose 2 yards, and they're going to get the ball back.
A couple different times for both teams tonight, the drives have just kind of abruptly came to an end. Fumbles for both. Freak things, penalties that have cost, 15 and 30 yards at times, and on that one, just a freak injury. But I don't want to say injury, just freak situation.
Well, can the defense hold again? We held them on this first drive to start the 3rd quarter, 7:09 to go. Same score we had at halftime. Crawford with his boys back out, and they want to throw it. Throws that slant route left side, and they've got the receiver. And that is Murkison. And Murkison's finally brought down, but not after he gains 20 yards on a simple pitch and catch. 5 yards, squared it in, a little slant route, and we had nobody in underneath coverage.
Well, Forney's kind of showing off there a little bit. I mean, you saw how much they ran with Osborne that last drive. He was just going at will. Then they said, okay, we're going to do quick play action and hit the slant.
Well, there's back to Osborne over that right side. And I'm telling you, just another play ran down with Menifee running him down from behind. Still a 5-yard gain on a downhill run, 2nd down and 5. I sure would hate to see some kind of turnover right here.
I don't feel like you mean hate.
2nd and 5, throw it out wide receiver screen, it's caught. I got to tell you, that's a good pitch and catch, Adolfo. Or excuse me, that's number 18. Thought it was a 10 out there. A couple of yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. I hope they throw it again. 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are okay for us. I know what I'd be doing. Pistol formation. And they're going to throw it out to the flat. He is wide open. That's one of the good things that could happen. Not good for us, but I'm pretty sure I know what happens if Osborne gets it.
We sold out to stop the run, which obviously makes sense.
Well, they ran Smith across the formation in motion, and we did not go with him. Into the flat. He's all the way down to our 36-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Jackrabbits. Trying to make this a 2-possession game for the first time tonight. Crawford in the gun. And he's going to keep it. Wants to throw it. Looking out to the left. Got a man wide open down the center of the field. It's intercepted. It is intercepted, baby. Running to the right side. He read it good. And will pick it off, the 2nd turnover of the night for that pair. It off and has saved the day. The sophomore has saved the day for the Panthers momentarily.
Crawford had two options that both looked open down the left side and down the middle, but then Waters came out of nowhere. Oh, what a huge play, man. Make yourself a campaign for defensive player of the game. That's incredible.
Three things can happen on a pass. Two of them are bad. So Javion Johnson will be back in. The Panthers have the ball back, still only down by 7 and in this ball game. 5:25 to go in the third quarter. Hand off to Kedron. Bounces it outside, looking for a block. Gets to the corner. Cuts it inside the 30. Still on his feet. Thrown down at the 34-yard line. He is going to have a Strata Roofing first down for the Panthers. We need Kedron to make one guy miss, get into that second level, and juke him! Give us one of those patented 65-yard runs to the house. Cue up the band.
You might just lose your mind if that happens. I mean, you might just get so crunk up here that it's just going to be, all bets are off at that point.
76 on the night for Kedron. Number 3 is in motion, and we're going to try to throw it. Javion's going to pull it down. Thank goodness he will run forward out to the 37-yard line, and what looked like a disaster will gain 2 for Lufkin. Javion slow to get up again. And his offensive lineman, with one of their biggest hits of the night, picked him up.
He's trying to fight through whatever it is there. Dang it, he's down.
Javion's got cramps. That's the problem. That's the good news. The bad news is he's got to come out again.
Somebody needs to run the concession stand real quick.
And get him what?
Pickle juice.
Okay, I was just checking.
What? Come on, man. I know a little something.
I'm just giving you a softball.
I appreciate it. Hey, you know what? That's a good team player move by you on that one.
My
Thank
goodness,
you.
I set you up.
That's good. That's good. Golly.
Well, Javion down with cramps after picking up the 2-yard play. This is the most he's played in his career as a sophomore. Again, if you're just tuning in, TJ Hammonds, what some people thought was on the first play, but actually it was literally the second play. He got targeting and was hit, a targeting penalty to the head, and we don't know if he has concussion, but our favorite new term is he is in concussion protocol. I don't even know what that means. I guess they're checking out your melon.
Yes.
He is on the sideline. He is coaching everybody up, but he is not allowed to go back into the ballgame. I can tell you this. The over-under on concussions I had was probably 6 or 7, but I never knew I had one. You play the game.
Just play the game. Play the game.
But not anymore.
I mean, I have had 2 concussions. My brother had 1 concussion where he couldn't add basic math. This is a kid who went on a full ride academic scholarship. That can be scary. But, you know, with TJ, what he's doing is, you know, he can't come back in, but you expect him to be the leader that he is, to encourage and pump up the teammates, and that's what he's doing.
Oh, boy. Here comes 2nd down and 8 with Kedron back in at QB.
All right, we're airing it out here.
I mean, they're not – I don't even know why you would send someone out with it. He's not throwing the football.
I'm just saying. I think we are.
Well,
I know we're not, Gary.
But I'm saying, why aren't we sending 2 defenders out here? You're missing my point. Spread option to the right side. Quick pitch out there. Kevo's got it. Can he get a block? He gets railroaded over there past the 40-yard line. And a great play as they run that spread option to the right side, get out on the perimeter. Was it Kevo or Bacardi?
My gut said it was Bakari, but I'm trying to see if that's 5 or
I think it's Murphy. It was 5. I think that's a 5. Murphy, I want to give him credit. Great run. And it's going to set up 3rd down and 2. And Javion's still not coming in the ball game. We're probably going to run that same play to the wide side again. Kedron in the gun. Ball on the right hash, and they are bringing blitz to that side. We run the same play. Kedron fakes it, keeps it, and tucks it, and runs it up to midfield. And they were coming in a blitz to that side, but he bit on the fake. Kedron kept it, and we got the first down.
You're not going to have anybody better run the option. I can tell you that. Like, he's just.
Well, we're in trouble here because the ball's in the middle of the field. I don't know which way we're going to go. We do have a first down, a Strata Roofing first down, and boy, they're over stretching Javion out now. And we're just going to run the quarterback keeper. Kedron cuts it back and will fall forward down to the 46-yard line, and he gets 4 yards. I mean, I feel like we haven't thrown a pass in like 3 hours and 22 minutes. Kedron has got to be getting close to 100. He's quarterbacking, he's running backing. He blocked earlier.
Imagine the storyline if we're able to pull this game off and Kedron has, passes for a touchdown, rushes for, whatever.
And we're going to hand this one off to Murphy. Murphy's got nowhere to go except backwards. That is Riggins getting another tackle. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. As this has been a briskly moving third quarter. Briskly. I'm not sure that's a word. I don't know if that could stand a Webster's count.
Briskly.
How about fast pace? 3rd and 6. Kedron is going to throw the football. He's got a man open. It's caught. And he breaks out of the tackle down the right sideline. Down to the 30. And man, oh man, Kedron Young with an actual full.
It was 27, wasn't it?
I don't know. Who was it? Jen?
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate. Whoa.
I said about time.
Stop the presses.
1st and 10 for the Panthers down to the 27-yard line. Quarterback keeper again. Kedron looking for a little bit of a hole, and that's all there is, a little bit of a hole. He gets down to the 26-yard line. No, he doesn't. The 27-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 as we are at 1:30 to go. No score so far in this third quarter. Kedron he was Mr. Homecoming before the game. He's trying to do everything for the Panthers to keep our season afloat. He gets the sign from Coach Green. It's our 3rd quarterback of the night. 10 seconds to go on the play clock. 2nd and 8. Blitz coming from his right. They run away from it. He's got to throw. He got a man on the flat. It's caught again. He stays in bounds again. Down the sideline inside the 20. That's Murphy on the reception. Man, Kedron Young is trying to absolutely do it all tonight. He gets the sign. Looks to the wristband.
I mean, we're calling them like we're opening it up.
Chin is in the ball game. He's tight to the left. Murphy to the right. Kedron will hand it off. They're going to run a reverse. Gets it inside. That's Murphy to Murphy. Pinball machine inside the 15. Down to the 14. A little bit of razzle-dazzle. Will give him about 5 yards on the end-around reverse. 2nd down and 5 now for the Panthers.
So on one hand, Lufkin obviously wasn't expecting to be in this situation. On another, Forney has no idea what's about to happen here.
Neither does Lufkin.
Exactly. I'm just saying both teams, it could work out for both.
2nd and 5, blitz coming from up the middle. They're offsides. Lufkin with a free play. Kedron trying to get to the corner. He's at the 10. Pushed out of bounds inside the 5. It's going to be a first down. Goal to go for the Panthers as we caught them offsides. Man, oh man, 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. We will decline that Whataburger penalty of offsides against the Jackrabbits. And we are looking at a first down and goal to go at the 5. A touchdown and extra point will tie this game up. Kedron just got him to the 96-yard mark. He is in the gun. He's got Murphy offset to his right. Blitz coming. They're offsides again. They're offsides again. Why did we blow the play dead? No, we have a false start. That is unbelievable.
Panther fans.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology backed by personal customer service and #Seal with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experienced banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
Well, welcome back. We move into this fourth quarter, and we'll get the third quarter stats for you real quickly. Partner, go ahead.
Yeah, here we go. Third quarter stats brought to you by Shane Sepulveda with K&G Capital Mortgage. Kedron Young, the main storyline here, 22 rushes, 104 yards so far on the night. He's also 2 for 2 passing with 27 yards, as he is our quarterback at the moment, with Javion, still being tended to on the sideline. TJ Hammond out. It's all been Kedron Young. On the other side, Osborne, 15 rushes, 175 yards, and 2 touchdowns for him. Kyle Crawford, the opposing quarterback, 12 for 22, an interception and a touchdown. Those are your third quarter stats brought to you by Shane Sepulveda with K&G Capital Mortgage.
We jump into our floors and more. Layered Homes, fourth quarter action. Lufkin looking at second down, goal to go from the 7. Ball on the left hash as we head toward the pack. Kedron Young will be in the gun. Motion left to right. I think that is Murphy. We're going to run the option the other side. Kedron's going to keep it. Cuts it inside the 5. He's down to the goal line. Is he in? Is he in? Yes! Touchdown! Kedron Young, his 9th rushing touchdown of the season, and the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this bad boy up.
Unbelievable. 13 plays. All heart.
Panthers trying to get this Abel's Pharmacy extra point. 6 seconds into the fourth quarter. Hansard. Diaz the snap. Murphy will hold. Snap is up. Kick is up, and it is good. And we have got 12 minutes for a huge 7-5A district win. 21-21. Back with more right after this.
Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. 2 East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germania Insurance, serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches in all of East Texas. Let the experts with over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin.
And here we go. It is Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff time in the fourth quarter. Floors and more. Layered Homes fourth quarter action. We'll get that Wright Buick GMC scoring drive update for you in a moment. Hansard approaches the ball here, 21-21. Your Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff is high, end over ender, fielded at about the 10-yard line by the Jackrabbits. Straight to the center of the field, cuts it back to the left. Got a little bit of an alley. You got to be kidding me. If Hansard can't stop him, nobody can, and Hansard somehow gets him down. A special teams breakdown by the Panthers, and they return that thing back all the way to the pack 34-yard line. That was a 13-play, 67-yard drive, almost 6 minutes off the clock. It's a 5-yard touchdown run by Kedron Young. That is his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. Puts him over 100 yards for the ball game and tied this ball game up. But the ensuing Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff return is going to go from our 10 all the way, or their 10, all the way to our 37-yard line. Oh, boy, and they are in primetime shape here. 3 receivers to the right here for Crawford. He's just intercepted. He was picked off on his last pass. And this time he wants to throw it again. Flush from the pocket. He's in trouble, and he gets out of the trouble somehow. Throws it up for grabs, and it goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a late hit called on Lufkin. We have a chance to make a big play. We miss it, and then we're going to get a crazy penalty. Roughing the passer against Lufkin. And that is a 15-yard Whataburger, double meat, double cheese, bringing indigestion with it. Should have had him sacked for at least a 12-yard loss. Somehow he gets away from it, and then we hit him late.
2 guys right there around him in the backfield.
I mean, come on. We hate prosperity. all the way down to the 22-yard line. First down and 10. Jackrabbits, pistol formation. Osborne, the deep back, and they're not going to throw it. They want to go to the end zone. Slant route to the left side, touchdown.
Wow. Just like that. Ben Perrin with the touchdown reception, but my gosh. That's a quick strike.
Can't let a big man be happy for a minute.
You got 20 seconds out of it, though. We'll get the full minute next time.
Abel's Pharmacy extra point. No one's missed one yet tonight. Not trying. We're offsides. They're probably going to go for two now. I mean, what are we doing? Not only were we offsides, we were 5 yards offsides. Luckily, they're going to decline it and take the extra point. Puts the lead at 7. This Wright Buick GMC scoring update won't take but a second. 37 yards, huh? So now you're going to count the penalty yards on this one, but okay.
They started at the 37.
I know. They only gained 22 yards. Boy, I'll be getting my Lufkin Daily News in the morning to get a recap of this third quarter. Be sending in an editorial on Sunday correcting it. By the way, that is a very quick Wright Buick GMC touchdown highlighted by the 2-mile kickoff return by the Jackrabbits, the roughing the passer penalty, and then the one-play touchdown strike from 22 yards out. And just like that, we tie it up, and they answer rather quickly. 11:31 remaining in our Floors and More Layered Homes fourth quarter. They are back up by 7, 28-21, and another Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff. We'll see if Javion's coming in for this one. High end over ender. Fielded by the upback over on the far side at the 15-yard line. And
Preston got hit.
Well, he got hit, and then he got upended. So I do not see Javion coming out. It looks like Kedron is going to quarterback us again here in his fourth quarter. This is like our third game in 2 years we've had to play 3 quarterbacks. I don't know if I've ever even seen that before. So Kedron will be the QB now. First down and 10, and he will hand it off to Murphy. Murphy goes right, then back inside. He gets out past the 30, maybe the 32-yard line. Now they're going to give him the 33. It'll be a 4-yard gain for the Mercer. 2nd and 6 as we approach the 11-minute mark of this fourth and final quarter here. As Lufkin down by 7. Woodland Heights Medical Center postgame show with our Commercial Bank of Texas players of the game. We'll visit with our head coach Todd Quick with our Taco Casa head coach interview, and they are just bringing the house. And there's nothing we can do about it except Kedron breaking through tackles.
He just got a first down on that.
I'm telling you, there was 8 men in the box. There is not many running backs in the state of Texas that can do what Kedron Young just did, including any we've played. And we've played some good ones.
We have.
Out past the 40 to the 42-yard line. 6 in the box once again, and big man is coming in. Kedron's going to keep it, but he slipped. When he tried to cut it upfield, he slipped on the turf. And what are you dancing for? You didn't do anything. He slipped.
The only person who can bring Kedron down is himself on that one.
Riggins dancing around like he did something. I can promise you, number 3, he ain't scared of you. He's looking you up. Second and 10, and we fumbled it. snap came rolling back. Kedron had to go to the ground to get it, and I don't believe our offense is going to be able to recover from behind the sticks. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 14. Javion is over here standing like he's stretching out his left leg. I'm just, I don't know. I don't know what possible 3rd and 14 play Coach Green's calling here. Kedron wants to throw it deep down the right-hand side. Got a man open, but it's underthrown, and it is picked off. And he is going quickly down the right sideline, and I mean in a hurry. Kedron somehow brings him down, but that is going to be a pickoff by Flowers. And now we got some shoving going on, and that's going to be personal fouls on Lufkin, and it is about to get away from us. There is between 12 to 15 flags on the field, and I'm pretty sure all of them are against us. I know the last one was.
I saw the last one. I think the initial flag was for a tackle. We had a horse collar right before the guy got brought down, but after that point, that's when the extracurriculars started. I mean, there's so much going on here with.
I don't care what team you are in the state of Texas. If you're to your 3rd string quarterback, you're in trouble.
100%.
So I believe the initial penalty is going to be a block in the back on Forney. And then if it's not offsetting personal fouls, it's going to go against us. There's the block in the back. That was the first flag. Then personal foul against Lufkin, and they're going to give it offsetting. So that's the best case scenario for us. I didn't see theirs, but there is no question I saw ours. At the end of the day, the interception, our 3rd turnover of the day, is going to set them, or excuse me, that's our first, isn't it?
We had a fumble. We had one fumble in the first half.
We did?
Yeah. On our last drive of the first half.
Boy, good save. That one's the one that's going to hurt. Crawford in the gun, back to the ground. Osborne up the middle. There's big Alexander pulling him down to the turf. Elijah with a big tackle, as we are going to be inside 9 minutes here, and you got to get a feeling if without a quarterback, if they get any kind of points here, we are in big time trouble. 2nd and 9 at the Panther 32-yard line after the interception by Flowers, the Oregon commit. And there comes the end around, pitching it around the left side. They do held outside contain. Great job by the Panther defense out there on the far side. That is Hooper and company. And there's another Whataburger penalty flag as the Jaws are starting to do more jacking than the helmets are doing hitting. We bring him down at the 30. It would have set up 3rd down and 7. Let's check the Whataburger penalty flag. It's on the far side, so I have no idea. Personal foul, and that's going to be against Lufkin. Oh, it's offsetting.
Oh, wow.
So they will replay the down possibly. I don't know if it happened before or after the play. It apparently was after the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Ball's at the 29. Obviously, it's 4-down territory. We need 2 Panthers to step up and make back-to-back heroic plays. Let's start with 1. You can't make 2 without the first one.
Desmond Hood also just checked in from the sideline, the sophomore, in that last little.
3rd and 5. Ball on the right hash. They're headed to the north end zone. Crawford takes the snap. He wants to throw it quick out to the right side. It's caught on the wide receiver screen. Hit hard. Big hit right there. Hooper plants him right there at the 26. And it's going to be 4th down and 3. Will they go for the kill in the field goal or try to get this first down? It looks like it is going to be a 1st down attempt here. Oh, we have got to get a stop. I'm telling you,
What do you always say? We don't want it. We got to have it.
We don't need it.
We don't need
We
it.
got to have it. 4th down and 3. Game hanging in the balance. Crawford in the gun. Lufkin jump, but we got back. Thank goodness. You're standing over the ball. There's no reason you should jump. Crawford back to the gun. Barks out his signals. 2 receivers either side. He's going to go to the ground, and it's going to be Osborne falling forward. Hooper brings him down again, but not till he gets to the 22-yard line, and it is going to be a first down by about a yard.
One of his shorter rushes of the night, too.
I mean, that is just power 45 blast. Oh, that's what we called it in Crockett.
The CKT.
I'm sure they've got a special dialed up 44, 48 double back Hoover over blast or something, but Blizzity Blizz ass wants to throw a wide receiver screen to the other side. What are we doing? Hit him. He's going to lose about 8 yards. That was one of the most craziest play calls I've ever seen, and now another Whataburger penalty flag.
Please don't be on us.
They're going to lose 8 yards on that play back to the 30-yard line on a backside receiver screen. Please tell me we did not get a personal foul there. We are in Lufkin, guys. In Lufkin. Make a call for the good guys. Come on, boys.
Alexander coming out here, too.
This is such a huge call. Personal foul against Lufkin. And that, my friends, is going to cost us a ball game. I don't know who did what, but I can tell you right now, 2nd down and 18 has just turned into 1st down and 10 at the 15. Back to the ground. Osborne cuts it inside the 10, wrestled down at the 8. Man, that was a absolute killer play. And there's a Panther down at the 9. Clock rolling here with 6:45 to go. Crawford hands off to Osborne, makes a guy miss inside the 5. Hooper there for another tackle, brings him down at the 4. But it is going to be 1st down and goal to go.
McClendon coming back in. Was here before this play.
Under 6 minutes to go here after this snap, or close to it. And they'll stay on the ground as Crawford keeps it and goes untouched into the end zone. We had ample opportunity on that drive to stop them, but shot ourselves directly in the foot a couple of times, and they're going to take their first 2-possession lead of the ball game. Belts Pharmacy extra point. And it is good. 35-21 is your new score. 6:06 remaining in our Floors and More Layered Homes 4th quarter action. We'll take a quick break. Back with more right after this on Lufkin Game Time.
However you dream it, we'll make it. Whataburger, just like you like it. This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Well, welcome back to Panther football at Wright Buick GMC scoring drive update. 8 plays, 33 yards, 3:22 off the clock. Crawford with the 5-yard run from the quarterback spot, and they lead it 35-21 with 6:06 to go here in the ball game.
One of those things where you do all the right things except you don't. We've multiple penalties that drive, but
two personal fouls are offsetting, but collectively we got 3 personal fouls there in about a 10-minute span. You just can't do that.
Yep.
And there's a high pooch kick over to the far side. Fair catch call. That means he can't run, nor can they hit him.
Correct.
And Lufkin will get it here at the 30 as Javion will make his way back out.
Here's the deal. Feels like doomsday. Feels like, okay, this is tough. But in reality, you get a score in a decent amount of time, if it's possible. I'm trying to be optimist. I'm the glass half full guy. You get a score, decent amount of time. You get a stop, then you have a chance to go at least tie the game. I'm just saying it's possible. Maybe I've watched my man Tom Brady too much, and I know what you're about to say. Well, Tom Brady on the field. I get it. I'm just saying.
1st and 10 for Lufkin at our own 33. Javion in the gun, and he is about to get a blitz full of Riggins, but he hands it off to to Kedron, who bounces it out for a 6-yard gain, but we don't have time for that. I know it's It is, the kids have really done all they could do to keep it to this point, except for those 3 personal fouls in that previous drive. That's something I wish we could have stayed off of. There's a pass out to Kedron, but everybody and their mothers following number 3 to see where he's going.
Gain a little, lose a lot. Need some fireworks here.
I'm afraid we're going to get some. 3rd and 10. 5 minutes remaining. Javion looking deep. Flush from the pocket. Gets a block. Steps up in the pocket and takes a hit. Big number 52, Tristan Bennett. Hits Javion. It's 4th and 10, and we are going to punt.
Any chance we fake it?
No. Good punt by Hansard. Fair catch called back at the 33-yard line, and they'll have the ball with 4:15 to go. And you might be thinking at home, why are we punting down 14? And the reason being is because I'm here to tell you there is a better than 50% chance that when we get done with this district play, there's going to be a tie for 3rd and 4th. And the first tiebreaker after head-to-head is points.
Points allowed or points scored?
It's points. It's your differential. So right now we're negative 14. The most you can have is minus 21. Now, again, it may not. And there is Crawford keeping it again. That should have been a late hit on them, but of course they're not going to call it now for some reason. Crawford keeps it on the read option. Slides down effectively after a 4-yard gain, and the count is on. Lufkin's going to drop our 2nd straight game after winning the first 3 as we did a year ago. Last year, Wes Mesquite came in here and had a player that's one of the best I've ever seen on the other team. They're still chunking it. I just don't, for the love of me, understand why. That's either here or there. Remember that kid's name? He went to TCU. He was a receiver. He caught. They only threw it to him like 5 times. 200-something yards. But then I look up and he's playing defensive end and he's sacking us. We couldn't block him and we couldn't catch him. But luckily for us, they only threw it 25 times.
Wow. What a combination.
Clock stops at 3:33.
I don't understand why they just threw the ball.
Well, that'd make all of our listeners and me too. Back to the ground. You're not going to believe this. First down and more for Osborne. He's gone to the house.
I mean, dude just went
60-plus yards untouched on a straight dive play off the right guard or right tackle. And there's that 21 points that we were trying to avoid. And what was 21-21 with 11 minutes to go in the ball game has been all Forney after that kickoff return. Abel's Pharmacy extra point. It's in there. 21 unanswered by the Jackrabbits. They lead it 42-21. We'll take a break. 3:24 remaining in the ball game. Fourth quarter action brought to you by Floors and More. Layered Home, my man, Mr. Kevin Brown, and his great crew. We'll be back with more right after this.
Craving a game time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time.
Welcome back. Our Wright Buick GMC scoring drive update. 3 plays, 66 yards, 51 seconds off the clock. Javion Osborne, the top-rated sophomore running back, 20 carries. Is that right?
I mean, that probably put him at what, 230, 220, or 240? Higher? 250. 260. I like climbing this ladder. It's a little too high for my liking.
254 yards.
Boy.
Like 15 yards a clip. 10 and some change.
Gary, 25 minutes ago on my phone, 25 like actual minutes ago, I got a notification saying that we were all tied up at the Abe 21 all. That feels about 3 centuries ago.
Lufkin Coca-Cola kickoff after it's a high pooch kick. Fair catch called again for Lufkin and falling down. No, he fumbled it.
We
Oh,
bobbled.
dear. Oh, dear. We got it back. Really?
Javion on the sidelines here.
Well, our last 2 plays have been interceptions. Oh, no, they haven't. We punted.
We punted, didn't have an interception the time before that, but whoa.
Boy, they are talking some proverbial smack at the moment. But there's one really good way to shut up the smack talk, and that is with your helmets. And right now, they're the one doing all that too. 2nd and 10. We're going to hand it off. Somehow, Murphy gets a first down. That was a great run by Murphy to pick up the 12 yards out to midfield. We're close to it. 42-21 as we approach the 3-minute mark. Kedron wants to throw it, got a man open. That's going to be Preston's first catch of the night. Pretty good pass there by Kedron on the run, actually.
Kind of looked pretty good there. What can he do? Another Strata Roofing first down.
Run option to the left side. Kedron's going to keep it, and boy, takes a hit right on the thigh. Picks up a yard. 2:45 to go here in the game. We have our Woodland Heights Medical Center post-game show coming up after the game tonight. Kedron dancing around, will run out of bounds at about the 35-yard line for Lufkin. Stopping the clock with 2:18 to go, and we'll be looking at third down and about 4. Well, we're going to be off next Friday night, as we mentioned earlier, and then it's a North Mesquite squad that has talent. They have struggled this year, and I have to have a win there, and then it's going to be the 2 games that decide whether we're going to get into the postseason or not. McKinney North and at Tyler, we're going to have to win both of those games because it is going to be a tough road to hoe on the road at Lancaster on the final week of the season. Lancaster looking like they're going to lose again tonight, fought 0-2 in district along with us. So the team that was picked to get 2nd and 4th place respectively in the district are both going to look up here and be 0-2.
Yeah, you've got no more wiggle room at this point. I mean, gosh, to play so good for, I mean, not that it was great to be in the game and be competitive through 3 full quarters, and then wheels kind of fell off here.
Kedron bowls forward ahead down to the 30-yard line, and he is going to have another Strata Roofing first down. Lancaster is going to lose tonight, as we said. Longview's up 52-35, about 4 minutes to go, and West Mesquite is going to beat North Mesquite, so when we head up to North Mesquite, they're probably going to be winless.
Oh, that's an interference, passing interference.
Trying to get it out wide, Kedron.
Kedron went back shoulder. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but he's trying to go back shoulder to Murphy. But
of course he did it on purpose, boss. Pass interference on that Whataburger double meat, double cheese. That'll be an automatic Strata Roofing first down for the Panthers. And get us down to about the 15-yard line with 1:19 remaining in the ball game.
Good news is, get a bye week next week. Got a lot of weeks for hopefully some health to return to us before we're at North Mesquite.
Sprint option to the left side. Kedron's going to keep it cutting back now, going to the right side. Gets one block and somehow gets down to the 10-yard line. As we'll be under a minute here. Another tackle by Riggins. And timeout called by Lufkin.
It's getting back to your point about, the 21-point margin. If we can reduce that here. Boy, what a ride do we got coming up. Last 5 games at North Mesquite, back home for McKinney North, at Tyler, here for West Mesquite, and then at Lancaster to finish off district. Got to have 5 dubs there.
Well, we had a St. Luke's Health Memorial timeout with 1:04 remaining. The training staff is going to earn their keep over the next 2 weeks.
That's for sure.
Might need to go see him myself. Second down and about 6 now. Ball on the right hash.
Ooh.
Kedron running away from that blitz, and he is in 9 kinds of trouble. And there's Riggins coming off the corner to sack him. And we're going to call another timeout after losing 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 13. Well, the 2 things that I would do on this play to start off with.
Tell me.
Change my snap count I would start there because apparently Riggins has it timed up better than our center does. And then I would attempt to block number 2. The guy with all the offers. Trip him, bite him, pull him down, hit him,
something,
touch him, spit on him.
You know, I can't disagree with you there, Gary. Cannot disagree with you one bit.
Third and 13 here, 53 seconds to go. Looks like they took him out of the ball game. Kedron wants to throw it backside over here to Preston, and Preston has it knocked away at the last second. Great defense over there by Josiah Turner. Preston had both hands on it, but he couldn't haul it in, and it'll be 4th down.
Turner giving us a little bit of size there, too, to be able to make the play.
There's Kedron again, and he's going to be sacked again. And that'll do it. They can take one knee, maybe 2, and the Panthers are going to give up the final 21 points of this game and drop it. But it says 42-21, but if you were here, you know it was closer than that.
100%. Listen, at least with this film, you're going to be able to take some things out. You're going to be able to see, hey, defensively came up with some stops when we needed to. Now, obviously, the tail end of this, that's not the situation. But there's been high pressure, I mean, from the opening drive. We were saying it. The first drive of the game was so important, and everyone since has been.
The reality is we're 0-2 in district, and we're looking at the same issue we did a year ago. And there is your knee taking by Crawford. And I do not believe they're going to have to take another one. Yes, they'll have to take one more. And that's going to do it. The Panthers are going to fall to 3-2 going into the bye week. And that's it. Valiant effort by the boys, but man, I am starting to hate the Texas fight song. Can you be original? Come up with some of your own?
That's a good question.
Pretty sure the University of Texas was playing that before they were.
You're right. You got to tell that's about 85% of high schools in Texas, though, I think.
Really?
Oh, my gosh, yes. Especially at the smaller school level. It's that for everybody.
I had no idea.
Glad I could share a little bit of insight with you.
Well,
I don't typically do a lot of that. Good for you.
Welcome into our Woodland Heights Medical Center postgame show. It is a somber one here tonight. I just thought that after Kedron got that touchdown and tied this game up, all momentum and the mystique of Abe Martin Stadium was going to pull off this upset of the state-ranked Forney Yellow Jackets, but the kickoff returner on the ensuing kickoff had something to say about the mystique of Abe Martin and told me what I could do with it.
I mean, it's a punch in the gut because we really felt, I mean, up until about whatever minutes ago, we really had a shot in this one. Like, we were in this game.
Well, let's go down to the field where the Panthers, Lufkin Panther Band will bring you our Lufkin Panther School song as we were here in the middle of our Woodland Heights Medical Center postgame show, and we will go down to the field for the Lufkin Panther School song. Welcome back into our Woodland Heights Medical Center postgame show. We'll jump into our postgame stats, and Chris will tell you how it all went down tonight with our postgame stats.
Postgame stats are brought to you by Shane Sepulveda with K&G Capital Mortgage. Shane Sepulveda, the guy to help you take care of all of your mortgage needs. Get the process started, ask him some questions. He's the guy, I'm telling you. He can make the numbers work for you. Shane Sepulveda, you can text the word winners to 33655. That's the word winners to 33655 to get the mortgage process started with our man Shane Sepulveda. Here we go. Kedron Young, 34 rushing attempts tonight for 118 yards and 1 touchdown. Bakari Murphy had 6 rushes for 33 yards. Braden Murphy had 1 rush for 5 yards, and Javion Johnson 8 rushes for a net of 4 yards. Johnson 5 of 10 passing, 83 yards and a touchdown. The touchdown was a 79-yard completion to Kevo Taylor. Kedron Young, obviously our third option at quarterback, went 3 of 6 with an interception as our QB. 36 yards on the night. His long completion was 18 yards. You notice TJ Hammond did not even get to record a pass here in this one as he went out on the first drive of the game. Overall first downs, both teams had 18 first downs, but that's 2 very different 18s. Forney, 25 rushes, 264 yards. Let me give you Javion Osborne's numbers. He had 20 carries tonight for 254 yards and 3 touchdowns. Just a career night for him. You obviously see why the kid has offers from everywhere in Texas right now, but it's going to soon expand. Kyle Crawford for the Jackrabbits went 15 of 26, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, and 164 yards total on the evening. Passing-wise, we had 119 passing yards. They had 164. They had 428 yards on the offensive side of the ball. We had 284. We did dominate possession of time, 29 minutes and 30 seconds to 18 minutes and 30 seconds for Forney. But third down, 6 of 14 for us, 4 of 8 for them. So believe that hits the gist of it there on our post-game stats. Once again, brought to you by Shane Sepulveda with K&G Capital Mortgage here in Lufkin. Going to gladly take care of all of your mortgage needs.
Well, the Panthers drop it tonight, 42-21. Game tied with 11 minutes to go. But again, at the end of the day, if you tell me Forney's going to have to play their third-string quarterback, I bet you the score would be flipped, and that's what happened tonight. Lufkin, as TJ got knocked out in the second quarter, went to concussion protocol, and then Javion in the middle of the third quarter. I'm not sure if this was cramps or what have you, but either way, Kedron Young, our third quarterback of the night, and our statewide best running back is having to play quarterback, and that's just not a recipe for success on most nights, and tonight is one of those most nights. But I'll tell you this, the man is one of the toughest kids I have ever seen in my life, and it has been a pleasure watching him play on varsity for 2.5 and the rest of this third year for sure.
100%. Watching the camera feed there as all the guys obviously huddled up and listening to coaches and stuff, and then Kedron steps up, and I only can wonder what he was saying, but man, he's a strong leader and good dude. He did everything he could here tonight. I mean, shoot, can you blame him? He had 1 interception as a quarterback, but gosh, he did everything else so dadgum well. I mean, heck of an effort from him. We were close. We were close, but we're going to learn that, you know, got to be able to finish it out all 4 quarters from across a team effort there, and right on the fringes of it, and then it got away from us.
We will have our head coach Todd Quick interview brought to you by Taco Casa coming up in a moment as we're in the middle of our Woodland Heights Medical Center post-game show. Obviously, our offensive player of the game tonight ought to be Kedron Young. He did everything he could, but Kevo Taylor with both of the big touchdowns tonight and in big, hard fashion there for the juniors, got to be our offensive player of the game. I mean, without his 2 plays, we are really not into this. And then defensively, man,
for sure,
big Hooper was everywhere tonight. I know that Waters, the sophomore, made that interception that kept us afloat as well. But
he did, yep.
Hooper made play after play tonight defensively. Normally he's got his big man up in front holding some blockers. With Zion out tonight, I thought Big Hooper played even better than expected and should be probably our Commercial Bank of Texas Defensive Player of the Game.
I agree with you. I like the shout out for Waters because, he had the interception. He also had that that chase down that prevented one of the scores. I think Osborne ended up scoring a little bit later on in the drive, but Waters as a sophomore had a really good showing tonight. But yes, it was big hoop out there. That was commanding force. I mean, he did his job. He was really, I liked looking in and leaning in with leadership on that, and I think that he did a solid job on that field tonight. And his presence was felt.
No question about that. So that is your Commercial Bank of Texas players of the game tonight. Kevo Taylor, the junior wide receiver, and his good friend, junior inside linebacker, Big Hooper. I keep getting my Hoopers mixed up sometimes. Caden Hooper. Both of those kiddos can go. Caden Hooper is our defensive player of the game tonight, brought to you by Commercial Bank of Texas. As we were waiting for Coach Todd Quick to join us for our Taco Casa post-game interview. And it's going to be a long 2 weeks here for the Panthers to get back on the action and travel up to Mesquite in a couple of weeks, try to get the right to ship, if you will.
Correct, but it's also a good 2 weeks to try to get healthy, try to get back who all we can get back in this next amount of time. I know we've got, questions with everybody that's been injured so far, so we'll see how.
Right, I've got Coach Todd Quick here for our Taco Casa post-game interview. Coach, a lot of guys, you were down some guys. Guys had to step up and make some plays now, and you had some young guys do that for you and that hadn't been on the field very much.
Yes, they did, and I'm going to tell you, under the circumstances we were in, with no quarterback at all, the kids pulled together and they played together, and they gave ourselves a chance early in the fourth quarter. We were in the game, gave us a chance to win the football game. When you get in a situation like that, that's all you can ask for. They pulled together and they played together, and it's not the outcome, not even close. But I was real proud of the kids.
Me too, Coach. And what can you say about number 3, Kedron Young? That kid, and I saw him stand up in there in the huddle, and you can tell he's the leader of this team and just a special player.
He is a leader of men, and we're very lucky to have him. Very lucky.
There's no doubt that the Lufkin Panthers are lucky to have him. But, Coach, I think there's a lot you can build off of this game. You were playing a team that was averaging 65 points a game, only giving up 3 points a game. And, all through the adversity, you lost your quarterback, had a sophomore quarterback come in, had some guys on defense that were out, and a lot of guys made plays. And I think there's some things that you can build off of with this.
Yeah, there is. We'll watch it. We've got an open week this week, so we've got a chance to get well and get all our people back, and then start working on the next district game.
Well, Coach, it's still a lot to play for this year. Still, there's a lot of games left, and and I think that's what Kedron was telling the team there when he stood up. So, I know it's sometimes you want to get back on the field after you take a loss, but the bye week falls. But like you said, you're going to be able to heal up a little bit and get back in the win column.
Yep, that's what we're doing. That's our plan.
Appreciate your time as always, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Todd Quick with our Taco Casa post-game interview.
Well, thank you, Jeff. And once again, that'll do it here from Abe Martin Stadium. The Panthers drop our second district ball game to the number 9 rated Forney Jackrabbits, 42-21. We'll take a quick week off, and when we reconvene, it will be 2 weeks from tonight as we'll all head up to West Mesquite to take on the Wranglers.
I think it's North Mesquite. I don't want to be wrong. It don't matter. It's Mesquite. It's forever away.
It's at the same stadium.
Is it really? Dallas ISD. I'm a young buck here learning all this stuff.
No, it's not Dallas ISD.
I said Dallas Stadium. It's all not Dallas ISD. I said Dallas Stadium. Dallas School.
Okay.
It's time to get off the air.
Yeah, we're gone. Thank you all for tuning in. Unfortunately, the Panthers lose a hard one tonight, 42-21 to Forney. Once again, thank you all for tuning in for Jam Digital Media. What another fine job they did. For Jeff down on the sideline, don't forget to pick up a copy of the Lufkin Daily News tomorrow, as Josh Scoop Havard will have a full write-up of tonight's ball game tomorrow in the Lufkin Daily News. For my man Chris Simmons and, of course, everyone at Jam Digital Media, you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you in 2 weeks from somewhere in Mesquite. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Gary Ivins Jr. for a Lufkin Game Time.